not worry.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you from the heart of Lebanon in the 09. I'm coming to you solo tonight. Ooh, is that Nata? We're going to get a Nata appearance? No, she's under the chair. She's on the chair. How's everybody doing? Welcome to a brand new stream. It's a chill one tonight. We've got a couple of fun things to talk about. AB and Lena's little puppy, Rocky, has been going crazy. We got a Nata appearance. Nata's here, folks. Speaking of Rocky and puppies that bite, my little Nata is kind of crazy in her own way. Everyone's got a little crazy pet from time to time. Let me get a better look at Nata. Natuti, come here. Hello, Nata. Hey, here, stay. You guys got a little close-up of little Natuti. Little Nata close-up. You stay there, Nata. Don't you come here for more petting. I kind of want to show you guys her face. Yeah, it's a rare orange girl sighting, folks. You'll notice she has like little black spots in her mouth. It's the cutest little thing. Let me... No, Nata, don't jump down. Stay there. You can't make Nata do anything. Oh, she's scared. There's too many cables. Come here. I'll carry you down. I'll carry you down, little baby. Say bye, Nata. Oink. Yeah. Woo. All right. Welcome to a chill stream, folks. So we got Nata in the house. We got a bunch of members. Hello, all the members. Hello, guys. We have a members goal right here that you guys can see. We're at 338 members. We have a goal of 360 by the end of the month. Thank you to all of our lovely members and patrons who make sure that this channel can keep going, that I can keep streaming, keep doing this. Let me take a second to thank some of our lovely members. Members like SS Kidsy, Baya MSS, Jayla Reyes 8981, Lifu 6317, Balrog Ballerina. Ooh, we got a Lord of the Rings fan. Amelia, garbage person. Don't call yourself that. You are not a garbage person. You're a great person, especially for being a member of this channel. Also, Oakley Dokley. Well, Oakley Dokley, neighborino, my only friends account. Scott Coiler, 8231. Also, Jamie in NC. Is that North Carolina? Jamie in North Carolina. Thank you for being a member. Also, Ariel Sullivan. Teresa the Traveler. And Bia Bear. Thank you so much for being members. Whether you paid for your membership, whether you were gifted your membership, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for being part of this family. Members get a weekly live stream, an exclusive live stream, which is then uploaded onto Patreon to our lovely patrons such as Elian Mujabir, Daniel Nechle, Claudia Bader, Jordan M, Rana, Ilyas Salibi. Blonde patrons like Mercedes W, Kazia Jorf, Matt Gearsix, Mono, Kelly, Myri C. We're getting a whole bunch of gifted memberships. Holy hell, folks. Jim D. Dukers, gifted. 5 Do Not Worry memberships. W's in the chat for Jim D. Dukers with a 5 gifted. Jay of the Dead just renewed their membership. Jay of the Dead, thank you so much. We love you. And, holy shit, Cedar Down Under, a Lebanese person out there in the Down Under in Australia. I come from the land down under. Whoa, women go in the thunder. With 20 gifted. 20 gifted. Holy shit, folks. We've barely been streaming for 10 minutes. We already have 26 new members today. Cedar Down Under, we thank you. If you would like me to sing Land Down Under, I will do it. Is that what it's called? I come from a land down under. Whoa, a women go in the thunder. I don't know all the lyrics. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. AI. I come from a London, but so was it. But man, and not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? because I come from the land of Dildy. I don't know the lyrics. And he said, you come from a land down under. That's so kind. We love you. Thank you so much. Seated down under. I do not deserve so much. Come on. That is more than I deserve. A Vegemite sandwich. Yes, Jay of the Dead. Yes. We should rock out to the song at the end of the stream. Am I going to get copyrighted for singing this right now? He just smiled and give me a Vegemite sandwich. I love that fucking song. I love that fucking song. It is a classic. Seated down under, we thank you. We thank you. Massive Lebanese community over there in Australia and the down under. Massive. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Laba Diabolique says, close enough. I agree, close enough. So thank you to our members, to our patrons. We love you. Thank you for all the support. But you guys do not have to do anything to support the channel other than liking the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you're watching the replay, engage in the live chat if you're watching live. Help us out. Join the Discord. Become part of our community, of our family. So members, patrons, we love you. Well, Cedar Down Under with a 50 Australian dollar donation. Holy hell, what the hell? Cedar Down Under, you got to stop, mate. You got to stop with the downers and the generosity here. He says, love it, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Cedar Down Under, we love you. Way too much generosity. You're way too kind. W's in the chat for Cedar Down Under, folks. The greatest Lebanese Australian on the planet. Holy hell. So much love. Meg or Maggie with a smiley face who's been a member for 2 months. Meg, thank you so much. It's been a lovely 2 months having you here. Folks, let us get going with, we have a sad update to start with. Before the sad update, happy updates. Small reminder, I have just started playing Dark Souls 2. Finally, after beating Dark Souls 1 with the help of my best friend Elias, we have started our adventure and started playing Dark Souls 2. The first episode was streamed live on the main channel, on this channel, but moving forward, the rest of the series is going to be played on the gaming channel, okay? And we're going to have a lot of fun guests joining us for Dark Souls 2. Elias is going to be with us every single stream. I'm going to try my best to just stream with him. It was so fun. We played for almost 3 hours. Already got a boss down. Dark Souls 2 is the Dark Souls that no one plays. It's the one that no one recommends. It's the game that everyone says, like, skip that one. Play Dark Souls 3. Play Elden Ring. All of that. We are playing Dark Souls 2, folks. I'm a completionist. If I'm going to play Dark Souls 3, if I'm going to play Elden Ring, you bet your ass I'm playing Dark Souls 2. So come with me. Suffer with me on the gaming channel. The link to the gaming channel is pinned on top of the description of this video. We just did episode 1 on the main channel just to get everybody going. Go on and join us on the gaming channel. We're going to be playing this Friday, I think. And we're going to try to do like a long-ass stream this Friday, like 4 hours or something. We're going to try. If not, Thursday or something. We'll figure it out. But we're going to play a lot of Dark Souls. So we're going to be doing that. So if you haven't watched part 1, I'm going to re-upload it on the gaming channel, but it's still up on the main channel. So watch that. It's super fun. And yeah. And another small update. I did a live stream about like the Jake Paul fight and the Andrew Tate fight. It was like 5 days ago or something, and then it got taken down by YouTube for copyright because I reacted to an official clip that Netflix uploaded of the highlights of the fight, and I offered very detailed commentary about the whole fucking fight. Like we went over it frame by frame almost, and we still got taken out for copyright. Even though I'm pretty sure everything I did was like completely fair use. I could have like tried to dispute it, but if you lose a dispute, you can like lose your fucking channel. It's so not worth it. But, like in case you're wondering, the channel looks a little bit bare. There was a whole live stream up there. It was like over 2 hours. It was super fun, honestly. And they took the whole thing down. Blocked just because I reacted to the official highlights that Netflix uploaded onto their own website. And it's not like we just sat there and watched them. I offered, like I'm a boxer. I offered commentary. So it was just a little bit annoying. I wanted to dispute it. Wasn't worth it. If I lose the dispute, I lose my health. Potentially I could lose my channel. So I wasn't going to fucking do that. But like, it was just a little bit annoying. So sorry about that. I wanted to re-upload some of it as clips, but like it's too much time has passed at this point. Who cares? But the live stream was there and we lost it. Okay. And it was fun. For those who watched it, y'all know, y'all were there. Okay. Unfortunately. Like, I don't even think I can make it to like the private for like members or something. It's just like blocked for anyone. That's it. Like, you know, unless I cut out the whole Jake Paul part. Anyways, with all that down, speaking of Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua was just in a tragic car accident in Nigeria. So breaking, this just broke a few hours ago. Very tragic news. There were 2 casualties. So breaking, Anthony Joshua, who was recently, you know, seen fighting Jake Paul and breaking his jaw, Injured in a fatal car crash in Nigeria. 2 people are dead. Anthony Joshua was reportedly injured in a car crash in Nigeria that claimed the lives of 2 people. According to local reports, the Lexus SUV carrying Joshua collided with a stationary truck on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State. Joshua is said to have suffered minor injuries while 2 other occupants died at the scene. An investigation into the cause of the crash is currently ongoing. The former heavyweight champion was in Nigeria on holiday following his recent win over Jake Paul in Miami, which makes it even more heartbreaking that he was just there on holiday. And the victims, the 2 casualties, have been confirmed. So here's just like a picture of him trying to get out of the car. He was unconscious apparently for 10 minutes. So Anthony Joshua was reportedly unconscious for 10 minutes after the crash before bystanders helped him regain consciousness. So this was a very, very severe car crash. Our thoughts, prayers with him, our condolences to the deceased. I mean, this is horrible. So he's majorly concussed, I'm sure. Like, being out cold for 10 minutes is no joke. So this is according to BBC Sport, the Federal Road Safety Corps in Nigeria have posted an image showing the site of the crash that Anthony Joshua was involved in. This is it right here. This is insane. Insane. There's a bit of blood on the road. Sorry about that. Trigger warning, everyone. Sorry about that. I was a bit late on that. Road safety officials say that 5 adult males were involved in the crash, 2 of whom have died. 2 others escaped unhurt. Joshua was rescued alive and sustained minor injuries. He was taken for medical attention. An update from the Federal Road Safety Corps says a Lexus Jeep involved in the incident was suspected to be traveling beyond the legally prescribed speed limit. So apparently the vehicle that he was in was speeding, unfortunately. So it does seem like there was some, foul play. Not foul play, but like, I don't even want to think about that right now. They say the car lost control during an overtaking maneuver and crashed into a stationary truck by the side of the road. So it does seem like it was some irresponsible driving. I mean, Anthony Joshua was a passenger in the vehicle. But we're going to watch the video. These are the 2 victims, unfortunately. The 2 people who died in the Anthony Joshua crash were coaches and close friends of his, Lats and Sinna. Sinna was his strength and conditioning coach, who can be seen here preparing him for his Jake Paul fight 2 weeks ago. Lats was AJ's personal trainer. RIP to both. These two guys are like a major part of his like training camp, of his training family. I can only imagine how messed up it must be to walk back into that gym and not having your close friends, possibly best friends, and your training partners who've been with you for years there to train with you. Like, that's fucking insane. I've been training at my gym for 3 years. Can you imagine if something happens to my coach and me having to walk in the next day and pretending like everything's fine and training for my next fight? And he's scheduled to have a couple of big fights, upcoming fights. He's supposed to fight Tyson Fury in a few months. How do you get over something like that? How do you get over losing your 2 best friends? Not only are your very close friends, but they're your close friends at the gym, in training. They're his brothers. They're part of his routine. They're part of his work. They're part of his method. They're part of his preparation. So having to get over that and to train without his partners is just, I can only imagine how fucked up that is. So here you are. So this is Lats, his strength coach, and this is his personal coach. I mean, buff as fuck. Look at these 2 men. Look at these 2 beasts. I think this guy's like Arab or something too. Very sad. I mean, what a tragic loss. They're so young. And also, I mean, as fucked as it is, it's so great that Anthony Joshua's fine. Like, 2 victims are better than 3 victims, as messed up as that is to say. I'm glad Anthony Joshua's fine, but like, he's not going to be fine. And what's crazy is that like, this really makes you think like he just walked away from that Jake Paul fight with a $92 million payday, and everyone's like, oh my god, like I would get in the ring and fight for $92 million. And to almost lose your life after one of the biggest paydays of your life is so horrible, and just puts things in perspective. You know what I mean? The money doesn't fucking matter. I'm sure he would give up the money in a tenth of a second if it meant spending 5 more minutes with his 2 friends that he just lost. The money is nothing. And we all stress about money. We all worry about money. I'm worrying about money. It's an expensive month. You got December, you got Christmas, all that sort of thing. Recession, global recessions. Everyone's struggling. This just puts shit in perspective sometimes. You know what I mean? The dude just walked away with $92 million and then almost lost his life. And just lost his 2 close friends. There's no comparison. Fuck the money. He would rather have his friends. it's very sad. There's some. Let's watch this news report real quick.
Our Anthony Joshua has been hurt in a car crash in Nigeria. Police there report that 2 people died. Joshua's injuries are reported to be minor. CNN correspondent Larry Madowo.
Yeah, if you're passed out for 10 minutes in a car, I don't think that qualifies as like a minor injury. By the way, that sounds pretty fucked up. I'm just going to say that. Bacon and Meg says, hi, DNW people. Hope you guys had a great holiday. We hope you had a great holiday too. Hidden Iron, hello. Kate from Canada, hello. Sashi, hello. Hello to everyone.
Was tracking the story for us. So, Larry, what have you learned?
Well, we're learning that he was driving in this Lexus SUV in the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. This is a popular route for many people coming out of the Nigerian commercial capital. And 2 foreigners were killed in this road crash, according to Nigerian authorities. They were allegedly speeding and...
Yeah, so here they are getting him out of the car, by the way. And you'll notice... So that, wait, let's get back to this in a second, actually. I want to watch... Here is just some footage of them arriving to Nigeria.
Show you the streets of Nigeria. Olosina, the first Iranian ever to step foot in Nigeria.
Hey, 2 times this year as well. That's crazy. April.
Crazy, man.
December.
And literally, Anthony Joshua posted a video of himself playing ping pong with one of his coaches. So this is how they're picking. Look at the scene. W's in the chat for Jim D. Dukers with another 5 gifted. Holy shit, Jim, that's insane, man. Jim with 10 gifted today. Jim, you got to stop. We love you, man. Mayor Jim El Mukhtar, the legend. Oops. Oh, wait, let me get back to that video. So this, look at how chaotic the scene is. And by the way, like, there's no ambulance that showed up. And look, I mean, Nigeria is not the most developed country in the world. I live in Lebanon. We have our issues when it comes to a lot of stuff. We have a very, though, our Red Cross is very much on top of these sorts of things. But like, as someone from a fellow underdeveloped country that needs a little bit of work, yeah, the fact that there's no ambulance there for like a long while after this horrible accident happened, you got just people swarming the car, people taking it upon themselves to like get him out of the car. Maybe they're not supposed to move him. Maybe they're supposed to lay him in a certain way. Look at how chaotic this is, man. This just shows you how, like, you know, corrupt governments. This is what happens when you get in a car crash in a corrupt government that doesn't care about the people that live there. He's clearly dazed. He's clearly confused. He's clearly concussed the fuck out, dude. He's been out for 10 minutes, out cold for 10 minutes straight. That's insane. And Marina with a gifted membership. Marina, bless you. That's so generous. Guys, we got 32 new members today. I'm gonna update the thing. Keep playing. Yeah, Kate from Canada says you're not supposed to move the neck if they've been in an accident. You could paralyze them. Yeah, exactly. People are like, you're supposed to have an ambulance there to do this, but because there's no fucking ambulance, people are taking it upon themselves and they're not trained. They don't know what they're supposed to do in this situation, and they might be putting the guy at more risk. Thankfully, he's fine, but... And not to mention that his 2 close friends are dead. Does he even know? Is he even aware of what's happened? Does he know they're both gone? He's like in shock. His body has just gone through an insane amount of trauma. Holy shit, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And this is like a heavyweight champion of the world. This man has taken punches from some of the biggest, most dangerous dudes on the planet. And this is an accident that like claimed 2 people's lives. This is the greatest concussion of his life. Like, this is, he's never been hit like this before. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And the fact that there's no ambulance in sight, there's not a single medic in sight, and people are filming, they're swarming him. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then look at that. He's sitting upright in like a police car. Like, dude, this guy needs to, you need to lay this man down. This man needs to lay down in an ambulance, not sit upright in the front seat of a cop car. Like, look, bless them. These people are doing their best. Like, they don't have the resources. I'm not trying to shit on Nigeria at all right now. But, like, holy shit, man. Like, this could have gone so much worse. And all the yelling, everyone's fucking yelling. Everyone's screaming around them. Like, the dude, everybody calm down. Everybody, like, shh. Everyone, shh for a second. Everybody calm down. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's fucking losing their shit. A Swampy Boy with a 2-pound donation. Is that pounds? Swampy Boy, you're European. Swampy Boy. Are you a Swampy Boy playing poker so can't watch live, but here's some money? Well, thank you. Thank you, Swampy Boy. That's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. Hope you're enjoying the poker game. Hope you win. Oh my god. I have a headache. I'm literally getting a headache like watching this. I feel like I'm concussed now. I feel like I'm getting concussed. Just watching this. Oh my god, man. This is so bad. This is so fucked up. Yeah, we saw this already. Okay, so now let's go back to the news report.
And well, we're learning that he was driving in this Lexus SUV in the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. This is a popular route for many people coming out of the Nigerian commercial capital. And 2 foreigners were killed in this road crash. According to Nigerian authorities, they were allegedly speeding and overtaking dangerously when this happened. Video shared widely on social media shows Anthony Joshua.
That's unfortunate. So it does seem like there was some irresponsible driving on their part. They were speeding, they were driving, they were trying to overtake cars. You shouldn't do that as well. Sometimes people travel, they're a tourist in another country, they notice that there's, hey, the rules and the law is pretty lax over here. Or you can probably bribe your way out of a situation pretty easily with the police. So that was them taking advantage of that situation. And that's fucked up because not only did the driver lose his life and lose his friend's life, they also could have taken someone else's life. More people could have died, including Anthony Joshua, including if there was anyone in the car that they hit. They luckily, I think, hit a stationary vehicle, or I guess, no, I think there were 2 other passengers in that car. Like, more people could have been hurt. They could have hit someone crossing the road, whatever. It's also, and I know these people just died, so I'm not trying to lecture victims right now and casualties, but like, they also caused this crash, which is really fucked up because more people could have died. More people could have died. And this happens a lot here in Lebanon. We have horrible driving laws, or like they don't enforce driving laws. People drive like fucking crazy. Lebanon has a very high like driving mortality rate. You know what I mean? So a lot of people die here on the roads, and it's fucked up. And it's fucked up. And people speed, and I see them fucking speeding. And New Year's Eve is coming up in a couple of days, which is like the deadliest day on the roads worldwide, I think. At least in Lebanon it is, because everyone's fucking driving wasted. And you just drive past these fucking flipped cars, and it's fucking horrific. So drive safe, folks. Fucking everybody slow the fuck down. You're gonna get to where you're going. Just slow the fuck down.
Being pulled out of the back of this SUV. He's in pain, and there's people gathered around the scene. He was taken into another car, and he's now receiving treatment, said to be responding well to treatment at hospital. The identities of the 2 people who were killed in this has not been made public yet, but Anthony Joshua has previously said in social media posts that his granddad lives in Ibadan, so that is this drive that he's probably making to this location when this happened. We've also seen video of the crash scene posted by the Nigerian.
Yeah, he's visited Nigeria a few times. Like, I follow Anthony Joshua on Instagram. Like, he's been there a bunch, I'm pretty sure. Like, I've seen his adventures up there.
Yeah, public safety agency showing this stationary truck that they're believed to have crashed into, that again the agency says that was well parked on the side of the road. A lot of questions still. We haven't seen any statement yet from Anthony Joshua, from his management yet. People just following, happy that he's doing well, but wondering about the identities of those who were killed and what could have been the cause of this accident, Wolf.
Do we know if he was wearing a seatbelt and the others were not wearing seatbelts?
That is one speculation at this stage, that he could have been wearing a seatbelt when the others were not. Again, we don't know for sure. We have not seen the info.
Look, dude, looking at the front of that car, I don't know if a seatbelt would have mattered much for the 2 guys sitting in the front. I'll be honest with that. Seatbelt could have saved Anthony Joshua's life in the back seat, but by the look of that car, man, those guys in the front look looked fucked either way.
Side of this video. As yet, it's very early in this investigation.
Yes, Bacon and Megs, that's a good point. Says the COD guy literally died in a car wreck. Too, like, people need to slow down. That's true. The one of the co-creators of Call of Duty, and he was one of the founders of Respawn. I think, right? Respawn? Which was originally the studio that had made Call of Duty, and then he started making other games. He recently died in a very violent car crash in, like, California or something as well, speeding. People got to slow the fuck down, man.
Was seated at the back of the SUV when this accident took place, and the pictures and video of the car that they were traveling in looks very mangled. It's in a bad state, and it's believed that the two who were killed could have been sitting in the front of the vehicle, so faced the worst impact during this crash, Wolf.
Horrible situation. All right, Larry Madowo, thank you very much for that update. The British,
man. I just can't help, like, as people died, so, like, it's stupid to think about, but, like, I also can't help but think, like, how is this going to affect Anthony Joshua? Like, his fighting, his how do you get back in the gym? How do you focus going through such trauma? First of all, his body, physically, he's gone through trauma. He needs a massive break from the gym. You can't go hitting anything. You can't hit pads. You can't hit a punching bag, nothing. You can't spar after going through such a traumatic car accident. His neck is probably fucked. He has a massive concussion. He needs to stay away from the gym for a long time. That's just short term. Long term, how do you get back in the headspace to want to train when two people that used to be a key part of your training camp, people that he spent a lot of time with, sometimes more. When you're a professional fighter, you sometimes spend more time in the gym with your training partners than you do at home with your family. Like, it's no fucking joke. This guy just lost two brothers. Straight up, he just lost his two brothers. So how do you recover from that and go back to work, essentially? How do you do that, man? Classy tweet from Jake Paul, of all people. He said, life is much more important than boxing. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident. This was before the victims' names were revealed. He then tweeted out something like RIP to the names of the victims. RIP Senagami and Kevin Latif. So Kevin Latif in Arabic means nice, gentle. Latif. So yeah, one of them is Arab. Kevin Latif Lats. Ayodele. My thoughts and prayers are with their families and friends and AJ. So, I mean, hey, of all people, this is classy coming from Jake Paul, who just shared a ring and who just battled with Anthony Joshua just like a week ago or something. So, just insane. Really puts things in perspective. Hug your loved ones. Please drive fucking safe, folks. Wear your fucking seatbelts. Don't drink and drive. It's not worth it. Park the fucking car. Pay for the fucking parking. Overnight, it's okay. Don't drive. Find a sober friend to drive. Whatever you got to do to get home safely, do it. Okay? Especially on New Year's Eve. Especially on New Year's Eve. Everybody, don't drink and drive. Do not drink and drive. It's not fucking worth it. Little other topic. Moving to something lighter, but something that pissed me off, to be honest with you guys. This video went viral. Jim D. Duker says New Year's Eve in Milwaukee, typically one of the local breweries sponsors the bus line to run all night long for free so the drunkards don't have to drive. That's awesome. That's very fucking cool. I've heard a cab driver once told me, and I don't know if that's true. He told me that in Lebanon, what they'll try to do is like the police will like form a line at the beginning of like the highway and drive slow while the road is empty, essentially, and like create like a barrier, forcing everyone behind them to drive at a certain speed and to drive slow. I don't know if that's true or if that's like an urban myth, but like he told me they do that once. He's like, yeah, he's like in the middle of the night, they'll line up the police cars and they'll start driving kind of slowly while forming a line so that no one can overtake them, and they kind of set the pace and they set the tone for how fast people can go on New Year's Eve. If they don't do that, that's just like a pretty good idea, honestly. Okay, moving on. This pissed me off. I saw this video. Well, let me get the OG one. So I hate this for so many reasons. Girl dad versus boy dad, and you see like miserable dads carrying their daughters up the escalator. Why am I even describing this? Just see for yourselves. I'm gonna have to mute this for copyright. And like the boy dad is like, ooh, look at me. I got a PlayStation with my kid. Unlike you got a stupid lame doll. Eh. Oh, no. Mute, buddy. Mute, yes. I just want to punch that guy. What a douche. What a smug-ass fucking face. Why can't you play a PlayStation game with your daughter? Why can't you buy your daughter a PlayStation? I used to play Need for Speed with my sister as a kid. We used to play Sims together. She used to play as many video games as I did. It's so annoying. Oh, I have to get a Lilo and Stitch. Then it's always about the PlayStation. Like the meme is the same. It's always a PlayStation. I think there's the same meme with like single guys versus like not single guys. Like the dude in a relationship is holding hands with his girlfriend, like buying like teapots or like plates, and then the single dude's like, I got my PlayStation, hell yeah. You know, it's always like the PlayStation has become the sign of freedom for some reason for men. It's always whatever PlayStation is current. The current PlayStation is the sign of freedom. Like, I just want a PlayStation and freedom. Can't I just have a PlayStation? You know what I'm saying? Even PC gamers, for some reason, like PlayStation. What's going on? Look, and again, look, I get they're joking and stuff. It's like a joke, and it's not meant to be taken seriously. But like, what if your daughter sees this in a few years? Like, well, you look so miserable. Like, look at that. Like, yeah, we're gonna play football, mate. We're gonna shoot the ball around, mate. Like, I can't wait for these daughters to like grow up and be like, Dad, do you fucking hate me? Like, what's with that? Again, to the PlayStation. Oh, so sad, so sad. And again, it's like all this covered in stickers. Look, they got the double whammy going. They got the PlayStation and football and soccer, folks. They're extra boy time, extra manly. We've got the PlayStation and we've got the footy. Oh, yeah. And by the way, that PlayStation is fucking empty, by the way. That box, look at how he's holding that box. Ain't nothing in that fucking... It's an empty... Kid, your dad is duping your ass for a fucking video. Look at that, look at that. Look at that, he's gonna hold it. Oh, yeah, you're holding a full PlayStation like that on the corner. Like, oh, yeah, look at that. It's a fucking empty box, kid. Your dad's lying to you. There's no PlayStation in this box. He's a cheap fuck. You're gonna go home, open it up, and it's gonna be empty. Joke's on you. Better been a girl. Look at that. At least there's a doll in that box. At least the girl's going home with an actual toy. Ugh. This guy's going hunting with his kid. Literally, these are all things that girls can do. And by the way, if I ever have a daughter, I'd be more than happy to play tea time with my daughter. Whatever she wants to play, dress up, whatever the fuck she wants to do, I'm down, okay? I don't give a shit. And I'm gonna have a PlayStation either way. I'm not waiting to have a boy, to have a kid, to have a PlayStation. The PlayStation is gonna be there anyways, and it's gonna be a part of her childhood as well, you know? So she's gonna see me gaming. It's gonna be normal. She'll be like, "Oh, Daddy's gaming. I want to play some video games." It's gonna be normal, okay? It's not gonna be a boy thing or a girl thing. The PlayStation is in the house. I'm not waiting to get a son to buy a PlayStation. Unlike you fucking losers, okay? You wouldn't have bought a PlayStation unless you had a kid. What the fuck? Yeah, that's adorable. Your girls are playing dress up with you. That's fucking cute. And you can play football with the girls. You can play football. Girls play sports. Girls can play sports. They can play dress up. They can play with dolls. And they can play sports as well. They can do so many things. They can do a lot. You know? Shisha says, I would have wanted a PlayStation. Right? The PlayStation would have been cool. It's a great gift. I'll get my daughter a fucking PlayStation. Best believe I'll get her like a little PlayStation Portable. I'll have the big boy. You know, even though I'm doing more PC gaming now. I've become one with the Steam. So there's a couple of interesting quote tweets here. Unironically, Latvian says, Dad humor is really diverse. It's not just, I fucking hate my wife. Sometimes it's also, I fucking hate my kids. Which I found pretty funny. Also, Orphe says, when I was 9, my dad made me play Silent Hill 2 and so many other video games. He also snuck me into the movie theater to watch Dracula. It's so obvious when a father just hates their daughter for no fucking reason. It's crazy. Dizzle McFizzle says, these piss me off. Who's been a member for 10 months, by the way. W's in the chat for Dizzle McFizzle for being a member for 10 months. Holy shit. And Eric 4729 just gifted one Do Not Worry membership. Let's go. We got 33 new members today. Eric, thank you so much. Dizzle says, these piss me off. These people living the dream with a family. I'm so lonely. Right? Like, just be happy you have a family, man. You have a beautiful little daughter. She wants to spend time with you and cover you with stickers. Like, you should be so fucking lucky, man. Like, look at that. Out of all the doofuses in the world, you're lucky enough to have this little angel hanging on your arm right there. And she wants to spend time with you and cover you in stickers. You unworthy fuck. You unworthy bastard. Jealous of this douche. This fucking toxic ass motherfucker. And you got a much better hairline than he does, man. Look at that. Look. He has a winning hairline. This guy doesn't. And look, I know it's a joke. But like, don't be... I'm just thinking into the future when these kids are gonna see these fucking videos like, Mommy, does Daddy hate me? Does Daddy hate me? So anyways, you can play video games with your daughters. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. First of all, oh, there's no cats. I do want to just take 1 second to update the membership numbers because we got 33 new members. That's insane. What's 38 plus 33? Holy shit. It's late, folks. I can't think. 71. Ooh. Oh, we beat our goal. So 371 members, and my goal was 360. We're going to move the goal to 380, folks. 380. Got to do it. Members goal. There we go. Next, we're going to jump into Faze Clan, I think. Look, I don't know what the fuck the Faze Clan is, folks. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm new to streaming. I'm new to this whole thing. I'm too old to care about Faze Clan. There we go. Updated. Thank you to everybody who gifted memberships today. You guys are nuts. Y'all are nuts. How can we not talk about family when family is all that we got? Okay, let me see what's next. We talked about AJ. We talked about the video. Let's talk about Faze, okay? And I'm gonna need you guys to fucking help me, okay? And I got a video lined up to watch to try to learn about this fucking thing. I've known like Faze Banks, right? The guy that who used to host a podcast with like Keemstar at some point. Your mom's basement or something.
There's so much that went down. My phone went absolutely.
And then there was the whole QT Cinderella controversy with Faze. She was hanging out with them, and they made gay jokes. And then she went on with the other Vanilla Mace, and they got mad at her because, you know, like everyone got mad because QT. And we reacted to that. That thing was funny. Like QT didn't tell them to stop making gay jokes. The whole thing. And apparently, like Faze are very homophobic. And then I watched the whole like 5-minute montage of them like making racist jokes or stuff. But again, a lot of the jokes were, like, to be fair, some of them are racist, but like they were doing them in between friends. Like they're all Asian and black, and they're like all making fun of each other. Like to me, some of the racist jokes came off as fine, but like apparently they've made homophobic stuff in the past, and like they did the whole girls' night thing. I get them; they're problematic. To me, as an outsider looking in, as a man in Lebanon streaming and who's just entering the streaming world, these Faze clans, this is all like, it's like fraternities. It's like adult fraternities with streaming. It's literally a frat. And when they did the girls' night thing, where like Faze they were dressed like girls, and then the women streamers came over, like Valkyrie and QT Cinderella and all that. It was like a sorority. It was like those sorority and fraternity parties that they did in college. Like, it's so fucking lame. They're just a bunch of people in their late 20s and 30s still acting like they're in a fraternity. They're living in a house. Let's live in a stream house, bro. That's what it is, I guess, right? It's douchey. I ain't fucking watching that shit. Okay? I don't know most of these people. And I don't care. But there are a bunch of, like, tweets everywhere. And I only got a couple of them. Okay, I didn't care enough to... I wasn't sure I was going to talk about this, but all the streamers are talking about this. Shouldn't I know what is the Faze thing? I should know. I should comment on this whole streaming thing. Okay, so let's learn together. We're going to watch, just like I discovered who Mango was when I was watching the Ludwig whatever the fuck stream. And a Lebanese streamer today is going to discover Faze Clan and male frats, essentially. A fraternity. Hey, I've been to American college. People try to have me rush a frat, right? I've been at a house and like some fucking dude was like, hey man, what's up? You want to rush this frat? I'm like, no, I'm just here having a beer with my friend Bert, my roommate, my sweet mate. You know? Come on, man, like just join a frat. It's like you get to hang out with us. We live in a house. We wear like matching shirts. And you just have to like pay. It's like, am I paying a yearly fee to have friends? I don't understand. Frats are weird, man. Okay? I don't like fraternities. So I have a feeling that like I would not have been a fan of the, but yeah, I've been to some frat parties as well. I've been to some frat parties in America. There's actually like a Jewish fraternity, which was the funniest thing. Those guys threw some banger parties in their basement. I forgot what their name was. There was literally a Jewish fraternity. I'm just remembering this now. On campus at George Mason University. That was so fucking funny, dude. That was crazy. Anyways. So, Stable Ronaldo, one of those... This was the first tweet I saw. He's like, left Faze clan. Ooh, Mr. Beast, like, why? And then other people were like, Faze Apex from 2011 to 2026. Today, I'm closing my chapter with Faze clan. And then there was like 100 tweets like this. I guess I don't know how many members are in Faze, like 15 or something. We've got a couple of super chats, by the way. Dizzle McFizzle sends $5. It says, my dad has a lot of faults, but he loved me and my sisters more than life itself. These dudes suck. I know, man. They pissed me off, honestly. Like, they made me want to have a daughter just to spite them and show them how it's done. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Dizzle, for the generous dono. And Maggie with a generous $5 dono says, good night, loves. My head hurts too much to hang, but looking forward to watching back later. Have fun. Well, thank you so much for the generous dono, Meg. I thought you were kidding about the headache. I thought you said you had a headache because of the Anthony Joshua video. Hope you feel better. Salamtik. And hope you enjoyed the replay. Have a great night, Meg. Thank you so much. So all of these Faze dudes are like, I'm leaving Faze. I'm leaving Faze. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Did someone say something racist? What happened? Is there like some kind of controversy? All I could find was, I still don't know, by the way. I still don't know what the fuck happened. But then I did see a couple of things. What is it? Yeah, okay. So I saw Banks, the old guy, one of the OG founders. I mean, if I sound confused, it's because I am. Being like, despicable even humans. He says, wow, the ultimate line has been crossed. To lie about something so disgusting and harmful is despicable. You guys are pure evil. For the record, I first met Charlie in April. Oh, so people were saying that he had slept with an underage girl? God, what the fuck is happening, man? So for the record, I first met Charlie in April of 2024, a couple of weeks before her 20th birthday. So he was like 30, she was 19. Our relationship is nobody's business, and it's disgusting that these people lied about it to hurt me with zero regard for how it affects her. I'm on the phone with Charlie as I type this. This is beyond unfair. Neither her or I deserve this. And again, we will be in pursuit of the truth and handling this legally moving forward. Our lawyers will be in contact with Plaque Boy Max team. What is going on, folks? And then there's this video. Faze Banks admits to calling Plaque Boy Max the N-word, saying he doesn't regret it and claims Plaque Boy Max has said far worse behind the scenes. For the record, I don't know who Plaque Boy Max
you
is.
admitted it in the text. You guys all just as it goes targeted.
So he said, I said the N-word. Yeah, it's cool. What?
As it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This wasn't said in any sort of racist connotation. I said this word in an emotional response, and I said, fuck all y'all blanks. And it's a fucking mistake, and I'm fucking retarded. I'm a 34-year-old man-child, and...
I love that to correct his mistake of saying the N-word, he uses the R-word. I'm sorry I said the N-word. I'm fucking R-word. Yeah, that's going to make it great. A+ apology, Faze Banks.
I have many, many flaws, and I'm an idiot for saying that. But, bro, stand on... If you really have a problem with that, then why has it not been a problem for the last 5 months? If you really have a problem with that, why have you told me multiple times, I don't have a problem with that, we're good?
Oh, yeah, Charlie D'Amelio. So he dated Charlie D'Amelio when he was in his 30s and she was 19, right? Okay.
If you really have a problem with that, and I could say this, Ron, last subathon, fucking said it. Muted his mic and said it. The chat laughed, and everybody told him to say it, and he said it. Lacey has admitted to saying it publicly. You know this. So why isn't that a problem? Other members in Faze have said it in the...
So are people leaving Faze because he said the N-word? Again, I have no idea. Everyone was so happy to be part of Faze. Like, a week ago, weren't they doing the ladies' nights? Hey, ladies' night, frat night, let's go. What is going on? Why is everyone jumping ship?
Confines, behind the scenes, off cam, in the presence of other black creators and Faze members. And this was never a problem. It's only a problem now because it's convenient for you and for this narrative to make me look like shit and to make you look right. And it's fucking twisted, bro. And this is exactly what I was talking about yesterday as far as all this shit being fake. You guys can read those text messages between me and him and say that this isn't fake. It's the definition. It's the text.
Oh, Aesthetic says they're leaving due to contract issues. Okay.
Book definition.
They have contracts? They have contracts to, like, join a frat? I mean, I guess so, right? Like, content and stuff. Like, oh, man. I imagine... It's so weird.
A fucking fake. And this is exactly...
Okay, I don't even want to listen. I want to watch. I found this. Okay, so this guy, Lacey, I've seen this guy a few times. We might have reacted to one or two of his videos. So he has a face tattoo.
Bro, oh Oh my God, man.
He has a Demigorgon in his background. Look, that's a cool... By the way, I found... How do I do this? Random as fuck. Random as hell. Sorry, I got to do this now. I need your opinion. I'm going to make a poll. I found a life-size skeleton that is $192, and I'm tempted to buy it, folks. I want to buy it just to put it right behind me in the set somewhere. But, like, I don't know if I should. I saw it, and I was like, my heart tells me to buy this fucking skull. Let me just show you guys what he looks like. We could name him. We could dress him up. We could do so much with him. But he's $200. So I need you guys' opinion. Is this the dumbest thing ever? Or should I buy this guy? $192 to be exact. He's not exactly $200. He's like life size. He's like my height almost. We could have so much fun with him, I feel. You know what I mean? He's $192, so we have to be sure. Okay, let's start the poll. Should I buy a life-size skeleton for the set? Should I buy a $200 life-size skeleton for my set? Of course. And of course not. Start the poll. It is overpriced, but like we're in Lebanon. I'll try to find a cheaper one. Okay, if I can find a cheaper skeleton, I will find a cheaper life-size skeleton. But like, wouldn't this be funny? We have 79% saying, of course. Yeah, science teacher vibes. I don't know. 70% says yes. The yes are dropping. Listen, I mean, I would be more than happy not to drop $200 for no reason. Okay, but I just saw him. I'm like, I want to have him. Okay, there's so many other things that I should be buying with $200, but I feel like he would add so much to the whole thing, to the set. To have a friend. I used to have a giant penis pinata here for like a year, man. His name was Cocky. I think it was before I started live streaming. We ended up smashing him with a baseball bat. But yes, there was a giant penis pinata right behind me. He had massive balls. He had sunglasses. He had a smile. Do you guys know Cocky? Let me show you guys Cocky. You guys need to know some of the lore, right? Yeah, you guys need to know the lore. YouTube. Do not worry, Cocky. Can I find it? No, not like that. Not like that. They had a smaller one, but like the smaller one was not nearly as cool. You know what I mean? It was like this big. I'm not gonna get it. You know, it was like $50. Like, no, I either want the full one for $200 or we're not doing this. We're not doing it. Otherwise, okay. Let me just try to find. You guys need to see our pinata. When did we smash him? It's been a while, I think, huh? Jim D. Duker sends $5 and says you would need to name the skeleton Ethan. I don't know if they'll think that's funny. Oh, I don't want anyone to make that connection, though. Would they make that connection? Why? Oh, so this is the episode where we bought him, actually. Look at this, folks. I bought a huge penis pinata. Look at that. He was right there on the set. Look at that. This was so long. How long ago was this? 2 years ago, folks. Wow. I'm gonna need someone to help me put them on and off every single time because they have laces. But laces. Oh, I bought new boxing gloves as well. Support. So if you have, look at that. I miss him so much. So he's a giant penis pinata made by a local lady. I forgot what her name is. If someone remembers in the live chat what her name is, she makes like penis pinatas, balls, all sorts of shit. So he's literally a giant dick. He's got 2 balls at the bottom, with a rose in his mouth, sunglasses, and a smile. He was the coolest giant penis pinata in the world, to be honest with you. So, Jim, thank you so much for the $5 donor. Also, we got a $2 donor from Marina. Says, R.I.P. Cocky, Noel Unsos. Noel, that's her name. Noel Unsos, legendary pinata. That's her name. Her name is Noel Unsol, guys. She makes just penis pinata. She makes boobs. She makes, like, asses with thongs. It's just crazy. She's wild shit. Wild shit. All right? Just insane stuff. I had bought a couple of penises, I remember, for the show. Thank you. Yeah, Marina, Kaki was a real one. We did ended up killing him. Kaki was like $50, but like she gave us a free one. I think it was like either 30 or $40. Massive pinata, man. That guy was around for a while. And I kept the rose. Kaki's rose is somewhere. Let me see. Where is... There it is, folks. Sorry, I'm wasting time. This is a chill stream today. Here is Kaki's flower. Kaki may be gone, but his rose. I put it in my mouth, so it was in his mouth. Oh, Kaki, I miss you. I miss you, Kaki. So I need someone to replace Kaki. Right? So we should get the skull. Yeah, but Kaki did not cost $200. Honk big. Did not cost $200. Sunflower Dragon says, imagine if you put Teddy Fresh on the skeleton. That could be pretty funny, honestly. I think I'm going to have to do it, guys. I think I'm going to have to do it. I think I'm going to have to do it. And people saying yes to the skeleton is 63%. Still the majority. Look at my hair. I look so different all the time. You guys like the mini mullet over here? Should I bring this back? I don't know if I should. Should I? I don't know, guys. All right. Anyways. Back to business. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, Lacey. So this guy's got a demigorgon. That's how we got to the topic of the penis and the skeleton. He's got a demigorgon. It's Stranger Things Season 5, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, the demigorgon is such not an iconic thing to have in your house forever. Go get rid of that thing. Anyways, he's got a face tattoo.
Man. Listen. Oh, my God, man.
That's a cool Spider-Man tattoo, though, to be fair. Spider Brothers. Lacey from Faze. Shit. Should I join the Faze clan at 35 years old? Hey, boys, let's go. Stream frat.
Listen, there's any artists in the chat or any thinkers who know, what I could really do to this, how I could make this...
You can't cover this up unless you make like a massive black piece, like some blob on it. You know what I mean? This is going to be complicated to cover up unless because the cover up has to be at least like 1.5 times the size or double the size. And there's got to be a lot of solid black in there just to cover that stuff up. Like he's going to need to find a very creative artist. I'm sure someone can figure something out, but like, it ain't going to be easy to do this. Yeah, right. Hello, fellow children. I am here to join the Faze clan. Like Steve Buscemi.
I could make this like...
I also have collectibles. I have a skeleton in my set. Can I join you and party? Can I join the girls' nights where you guys pretend to be gay?
I don't even know, bro. Hey, bro. Oh my God, man. Listen.
So, okay, look, there's not crazy enthusiasm for the skeleton. So anyways, this guy, so let's watch a video that hopefully explains this. So this video is from Swag. I think it was also in Faze. Why is everyone leaving Faze is the title of this video. This should explain things. It's only 14 minutes. There were many, much longer ones. And then after this, we'll get to AB and Lena and their little dog, Rocky. Okay, we're going to get to that after this, after learning about Faze together. Join me as I learn.
Hey YouTube, what is going on, guys? Man, I did not think I would be making this type of video when I went home on vacation. On Christmas, there's so much that went down. My phone went absolutely berserk. The internet went
Brat6738 sends $5 and says, I like you, but if you join the Faze clan, I will unfollow you. But man, I don't even know what's happening. If the Faze clan is too controversial, Brat, I might not join, okay? I know they're dying to have me there. Everyone at Faze has been sending me, Anthony, aren't you that guy who Asmongold hates now? Why don't you join us? We need you. Aren't you beefing with Ethan? Come on over to Faze. Imagine my 35-year-old ass hanging out with these youngins. How old are these people? Like 20? Everyone's here like 20 or 18 or something.
berserk. And like I said, this is something that I kind of knew was coming for the last couple of weeks, but I didn't think it was going to sit here and happen on Christmas, man. So first of all, if you don't know who I am and you're clicking this video, I'm Faze Swag. I've been in Faze for 6 years. And as you guys saw on the internet throughout the entire thing, several members left on Christmas, and everyone has been asking me questions. First of all, if you ever been a fan of Faze, make sure y'all drop a like, man. You know, I've been watching Faze since literally since I started playing Call of Duty, and then I was recruited in 2020 by Faze Apex because
I was recruited in 2020. Shit, it's like a cult.
I was good at Warzone and I was a Call of Duty content creator. And at that time, I was their first Call of Duty recruit in like 6 or 7 years, man. So it's been a crazy ride the last 6 years.
Even so they have like was Faze mainly about Call of Duty, I guess? Did they do a lot of Call of Duty or something?
The last year and a half have been pretty great, you know, just seeing what the boys have built.
Faze Clan.
Are they like an esports team? So is there like an esports side to the Faze Clan where they compete in Call of Duty, and then there's the whatever regular streaming stuff that they do, like the baking or whatever the fuck, the parties? And
That announced that they left last night were Lacey, Stable Ronaldo, Silky, Adapt, which I think is one that just like I think shocked the entire internet because I think
Faze Adapt also left. He's one of the famous
Silky,
ones.
Adapt, which I think is
Adapt left Faze Clan. 14 years, over half of my life. I'd be lying if I said this didn't hurt, but it had to be done. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of this journey. The best is yet to come. 14 years, over half of my life. So this guy's like in his late 20s, and you're still in a frat? Listen, I'm going to call this what it is. It's a fraternity. This is a fraternity. You can dress it up any way you want. So they do have an esports division, kind of. They do have an esports division. Okay. I guess in that sense, that makes sense. It's like a sports team, but like living in a house and making content and like...
It's one that just like I think shocked the entire internet because I think when Lacey and Ron and like Jason and Silky announced that they were leaving, people thought it was kind of a joke or like it was some sort of skit. But when Adapt had left, I think that's when literally everyone on my phone said, is this actually real? Is this actually happening? You know, and you know, Adapt's been in Faze for 14 years. So for him to leave the clan is
crazy.
I mean, it's definitely serious.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. I'm trying to learn. So he's saying the fact that all these people are leaving. Just tell me why. Someone tell me why they're leaving. That's the one question I have. Why is this happening? And no one's explaining it to me.
It's some serious shit. Some people may argue with me in the comment section below about this, but I think Adapt is probably the most, I would say is the best Faze Clan member of all time. I think Rug is also a top Faze Clan member, but I think Rug is the type of person who kind of did his own thing. The way I look at Rug is I think Rug is like the USA team, and Adapt played for the Lakers and won like 6 chips. That's how I would like kind of put them there. Rug took the Faze name and put it in places in the world that people have never even heard of Faze or gaming or anything like that ever. But Adapt was really in LA grinding in the heart of the organization, and he is the funniest.
In the heart of the organization. It's like they're talking about like the Chicago Bulls or something. Adapt is the one that goes on Hassan Abi's show and does the video with Vanilla Mace, right? And again, the whole thing, I'm sorry, like when Vanilla Mace was calling out QT Cinderella for hanging out with Faze, and like she does a segment with Adapt from Faze on Hassan's channel, and then like she throws Cutie under the bus. Like the whole thing was fucked. I mean, what Cutie said was problematic, but how Vanilla Mace also handled it was problematic. But I know Faze is that guy, the guy who does the thing with Vanilla Mace. Okay, yes, I remember him.
Most genuine person I've ever met. He's genuinely the most funniest person. Everything you see on stream with Adapt is exactly how he is in person. Even if we're just eating a sandwich, bro, he's just cracking a joke and just laughing and just being goofy.
When you guys went to the Pig Cafe, it looked like Lacey family reunion. Oh.
And over the last year and a half, things have been pretty great, especially within Faze. This is all from my perspective and through my scope, so I'm not really speaking for anybody who left or anything like that or what's going on. And a lot of you guys are asking if I'm leaving, which I will explain. First of all, I kind of want to paint the picture of what Faze actually looked like within the org, what like our roles were and different things like that. So as you guys know, we had the Faze house, which had people living in it, such as
I was just gonna explain it. Yes. So they have the frat house.
What like our roles were and different things like that. So as you guys know, we had the Faze house, which
Oh, look, this is a pretty cool house. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty banging house, you know? Pretty cool. You get to throw parties and hang out. Everybody's got, look, they're all rich motherfuckers. Everybody's got a nice car. Everybody's got the fancy car. They got the fancy driveway. Everybody gets a big room so that they can get a big, like, background. That's okay. I get the appeal of living with your buddies and streaming all day. I was foolish to pretend that, like, I didn't get, I get it. It's fun, okay? Put a few of you together in a big house, have some fun. Each one's got his room. But, like, if once you get contracts involved, it's like, what? You got to do it for the love of the game. You got to live with your bros because you want to, not because you're contractually obligated to. What?
which had people living in it such as Max, Silky, Jason, Ron, Lacey, and Adapt moved in a little bit later, but he was part of like that core streaming group. And those 5 guys besides Adapt were all recently recruited in the last 2 years, and they kind of just all grew together. They grew all good communities, man. Their communities are massive, and they've done a great job carrying Faze and kind of bringing back Faze.
Oh, someone's saying there's hella NDAs, so it's all super vague. So they all signed an NDA, so none of them can say. They can also they're leaving, but they can't say why.
In general, and a lot of that credit I got to give to, man. I'll literally tell you the story. I remember, bro. I remember Kason telling me about, first of all, about Max. I had never heard about Black Boy Max, man. He showed me some of his clips and streams because I mainly just game.
He's Black Boy Max, so he's the guy who the other guy called the N-word.
I mainly play Call of Duty. I stay in my own lane, and I mainly just game. You know what I mean? I'm a gamer. I remember him telling me about Black Boy Max. I remember Ron telling me about Jason the Ween. I remember Ron telling me about Lacey when Lacey was like had pink hair, and I remember meeting all of them and kind of seeing just overall the potential, you know. And they've grown over the last 2 years and really putting. I mean, they've won back-to-back orgs for Faze Clan, so they've done a great job. And I can really speak to their just character and just overall when it's off.
Were there any girls in Faze, or is Faze a purely guy? And I'm not asking this to be like, it could, if someone just wants to be a guy thing, they could keep it like that. I'm not here to judge, okay? But like, is it just men, or like, can women join Faze if they want? Has there ever been a female? I remember there being a female streamer joining some kind of organization and getting like bullied and shit and then like leaving. Was that Faze? Because I remember something like that, but like very vaguely, because these all seem like dudes.
Camera at the weekly Faze shoots, which was what I would always go to, and I would go to the house sometimes. They were all just cool, very chill individuals who just genuinely wanted to succeed together. They always planned things together, and they care so much about the brand. There was a clip of Ron, I would say a couple months ago, about him, you know, never wanting to leave Faze Clan, and that was facts. Ron definitely felt some type of way as far as never wanting to leave. So you obviously have the core people that lived in the house that we would shoot YouTube videos. Because I'm in LA, I would come to the video shoots, and again, this is through my perspective. So they obviously had the house all together making content. We would do video shoots. I live in LA, so I would literally go to the LA shoots that were probably 20 minutes away, hang out with them. We would shoot like 2 or 3 videos, and then we would go our separate ways. A lot of people
We all hated each other.
would ask why I don't live in the Faze house or different things like that. Look, I'm a little bit older than all of them. I'm 29, about to be 30. I've done the 3 to 4.
Hey, motherfucker, I'm 35. Yeah, I mean, look, you're too old to be in a fraternity, man. You're 29. You're still part of Faze. I've never been part of no fraternity. Nothing. Okay? I take care of myself. I don't need my boys. I mean, I need friends and stuff, of course, but like, not these kinds of friends.
Look, I'm a little bit older than all of them. I'm 29, about to be 30.
It was the daughter of the dude who starred in Starship Troopers. Van Dien? Casper Van Dien? His daughter?
I've done the 3 to 4 Faze houses with my boys, so you know what I mean? So I definitely wanted to just have my own space, and overall, you know, that's, you know, at some point you got to understand what's betterment for the team, and I understood that for real. And then you obviously have guys like Scope who is a true sniper, like
Scope. Okay, wait, let's see about the girl thing. What's her name? Casper. Was it Casper Van Dien? Yeah, Casper Van Dien. Daughter. Grace Van Dien. Okay, so Grace Van Dien. Grace Van Dien. Faze? Oh, Faze! She was in Faze. Grace Van Dien's timeline with Faze started in May 2023. Marked by... Okay, this is AI stuff. We don't want that. Yes, this guy. I remember. Faze Rain. I remember this guy being a fucking piece of shit to her, wasn't he? This guy. And then they did like a whole call and something. Yeah. Okay.
Call of Duty Zuma, who's truly into the competitive scene. Jev, who does his own variety content but still carries the Faze name. Rug, who does his own thing with his YouTube videos, his IRL YouTube videos, doesn't really stream, does his own thing for Faze. So that's kind of how the scope of the whole thing kind of worked. You have guys like Apex who worked on the back end for Faze, but at the core center of it all was the Faze house and the boys who streamed every single day. Like I said, I saw some clips, even from Ricky talking about how they all have egos and different things like that. Look, at the end of the day, that is something I did not experience. They all were, I'm gonna tell you this right now. They all had a right to have an ego, and they just did not. Look, they showed up to the video shoots, whether they maybe liked it or not. They showed up and they did it. They knew what was best for the group. They understood that, yo, we got to do content together, even like YouTube video content. We got to do the extra stuff to continue to push the brand. So as far as their character, different things like that, I mean, for them being 21, 22, averaging, you know, I saw Ron. I'll tell you like this, man. Ron is so funny. He built a slide in the back of the Faze house.
What's going on? Why is everyone leaving, man? I don't care about this. What's happening?
For a while now.
It's unfortunate to say it, right? And I don't want to be the one that bear bad news, right? But this whole Faze thing, it's going to come to a halt very soon once the pressure has turned up. Because reality is, you guys have no equity in this, right? You're under no contract.
I'll be surprised if this shit lasts another year. We're not even talking about equity.
For me, I had kind of worked out as far as like maybe with the higher ups for Faze, my role and what I was doing and what I was comfortable with, and I was set, you know, for the last couple of years. And for me personally, I was just telling my manager this. I think, you know, Apex recruited me. So for me, I think whenever.
So I guess, is it like, were they not happy with like how much money they're making? Like some of the members feel like they're making more money they could be making more money on their own? Do they not like the fact that they have to split the money maybe with the rest of the people, or what?
Just kind of repeats itself. Now, a lot of people are sitting here asking as far as why I haven't left, in a sense, or you know, why I'm not leaving along with him. I think for me, it's a little bit different. You know, that situation has been building up, especially at the Faze house for a little while now.
It's unfortunate to say it, right? And I don't want to be the one to bear bad news, right? But this whole Faze thing, it's going to come to a halt very soon once the pressure has turned up. Because reality is, you guys have no equity in this, right? You're under no contract.
I'll be surprised if this shit lasts another year. We're not even talking about equity.
For me, I had kind of worked out as far as like maybe with the higher ups for Faze, my role and what I was doing and what I was comfortable with, and I was set, you know, for the last couple of years. And for me personally, I was just telling my manager this. I think, you know, Apex recruited me. So for me, I think whenever Apex calls it quits or Apex says he's no longer associated with the Faze brand, I think that's when I would step down, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's, maybe you guys, people can understand it's a little disrespectful, you know, if Apex recruits me and then I just slide off, you know? Also, you just kind of got to see how everything plays out. I do want to sit here and say though, I promise you, anybody from the Faze org is watching, yo, it is in your best interest to get these guys back. You guys got to get all these guys back, man. They have done an incredible job. They have single-handedly revived the entire brand. They've made people genuinely excited for Faze Clan in almost a decade, you know? And I'm going to say this right now. For any organization watching out there, or anything, company, or anything like that.
Look, I don't know shit about what he's talking about, but what I will say is that the guys he's talking about have been pretty popular. Like, anytime I'm on Twitter, a lot of the people that he's talking about, like Jason the Ween, or like, I guess Faze Adapted, a lot of these guys do go viral, and a lot of people do seem to like them. So, and the fact that they're collaborating with people like QT Cinderella, Valkyrie, like they've entered the mainstream of like Twitch and all of that. So they do seem generally well liked, and they do seem to have done well for the organization. I don't know. Fuck this whole thing, man. I'm kind of bored. Let's jump into the dog stuff.
You are nothing without your talent. You are nothing without, you know, genuine employees. You know, I knew things were bad at Faze when a long-time person who has been in there.
Okay, man, this video sucks. Why are people leaving Faze? The real reason I left Faze. Oh, so Lacey has a video?
Like, very simple. Obviously, this isn't a joke. I know y'all see Silky is not here right now. He's in New York celebrating with his family for Christmas, which is understandable. He couldn't be here for this, but he's here on the thing. A week ago, we all stopped streaming during the last day of our marathon that we were doing. And we didn't really, like, I know a lot of people thought, oh, we're trying to make this a joke or whatever. That's never been the thing. There's a lot of stuff that's happening.
But they look like someone died. The way they're all sitting, and like with the look on their face, they all look like dude, it's not that serious.
And
look at this guy. Look at him. He's like looking into the void, staring into the void, man. This guy's looking at the floor.
Decided as a group that obviously it was in our best intention to leave Faze Clan. So all the speculations that like, oh, this is like an announcement, or this is something that we planned. This was not planned, and this was just some things that we came to terms. And
why are you leaving? Just get to it.
Yeah, we are leaving Faze Clan.
Yeah, I mean, everything that Ron said is true. The main thing I wanted to let y'all know is, cause seeing everyone leave online like one by one, obviously it looks crazy, and you guys don't know a lot of what is happening behind the scenes. But what I can say, what I will add to that, is that nothing is going to change from the viewer's perspective, from the chat's perspective, with our dynamic. Like, we are all still rocking with each other. We're all staying together. Me, Ron.
We're going to start a new group. What are you going to call it? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get other issues. Are you gonna have contracts? What's happening? So, I mean, what? I don't even know shit, man. Are these guys friends? If they're friends, then cool. Keep doing it, man. Why am I even commenting on this? I'm too old for this shit.
Jason, Silky, Kason, Ray, like, we're all still doing our thing collectively.
These people don't even have real names. This guy's called Adapt. This guy's called Silky. Where's Mango? Bring back Mango. Hey guys, here's my friends, Adapt, Mango, and Silky. What's wrong with your real names?
And working on our own thing moving forward, and still going to be a part of each other's content. It's not like everyone's going in over here and doing their solo thing, over here and doing their solo thing. We're all still doing what exactly we were doing before, just not underneath those 4 letters anymore, which it hurts me.
Look, it's probably a money thing, ultimately. Faze, these guys probably brought in a lot of revenue for Faze. They probably don't like how they're getting paid. They probably don't like how they're getting compensated. They feel like they've done a lot more for the brand than the brand has done for them. You know what I mean? So they're like, hey, either pay up, because we bring a lot more value to this organization than you guys are giving us credit for. And they probably like, no, we don't want to pay you anymore. And they're like, all right, fuck it, we're going to leave. And then them tweeting out that they're leaving one after the other, unless they are serious about just leaving and they don't give a fuck, it's a way to like put public pressure on them to negotiate a better salary or percentage. Like, you know, you see all of the fans are on our side. People are saying they're going to stop watching Faze if you don't get us back. So pay me that extra. It's probably maybe a money thing. Okay, and hey, which is their right. I'm not saying that they're greedy for wanting more money. If you feel like you're putting in so much input and you are bringing in so much value to like a company or an organization, and they're not paying you what you're worth, and you could probably make that money on your own. Like, you know what I mean? What's stopping him from streaming on his own and collecting all that revenue directly from his viewers? I don't know how the fuck their Faze thing works, and if they have to split the revenue, or if they have to pay the top and then the top gives them a salary. I don't know how any of this shit works, but either someone's an abusive piece of shit in the back, or someone's like a racist fucking asshole behind the scenes that they don't want to work with anymore, or it's about money. They're not paid enough and they think they can make more money on their own. I think that's what it is. And until they can tell us what's going on, but apparently they've all signed an NDA, so that's why we can't know what's happening.
I think a little bit more than everyone else, but I feel like it had to be done. It was too much of back and forth and too much stress over the months. A lot of things you guys don't know about. And I do think that this will be for the better. And that's really what it is. Yeah, that's really all I have to say.
I guess, and also maybe they want to rebrand because like they're now known as like the homophobic and like transphobic and racist group because of like the whole QT Cinderella and Vanilla Mace thing. Like, whoa, everybody just accusing us of being pieces of shit. Like, Faze, you hung out with Faze? Like, they're like, hey, I don't know if I want to be associated with this anymore. And you got one of the founders be like, yeah, I said the N-word once in the back. It's cool though. What up, my N-words? Like, I get it. Like, yeah, they can leave. Who gives a shit? Get out of there, man. Do your own thing. I guess it's got a shitty reputation.
On the matter that you guys, from the viewers' perspective, nothing's gonna change. You guys are all gonna still see us together every day doing what we do.
As long as nothing's gonna change for us, the viewers, Mr. Adapt, I am fine. I accept. Okay, as long I want to consume my Faze Adapt and my Faze Lacey and my Faze Silky and my Faze Jason the Ween and my stable Ronaldo. That's what as long as I can keep consuming. Gobble gobble. I want to keep gobbling up this Faze content. You know, I love fraternity content. It's gonna be fun as long as nothing changes for me. I'm fine, folks. No need to panic, everyone. You hear that? It's gonna be fine.
Having fun, laughing, making content.
I think one of the main things to add on to that is like one of the biggest things that we wanted to make sure adding on to Adapt. It's kind of the same thing, but it's like our main intention is to make content, to hang with each other and just produce content.
To entertain.
Literally just to entertain, and that's what we plan on doing moving forward. And the name that we have.
Brilliant. All right, they're not going to tell us anything. That's that with the Faze stuff. We've learned, I guess. It's a contract, NDAs. We don't know. The guys are racist. They want more money. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Bad Pierogi has just become renewed his Do Not Worry membership. Thank you so much, Bad Pierogi. Let's get to AB and Lena's puppy, Rocky, folks. Rocky's been a bad boy or a good boy. Look, all boys are good boys. But he's been going a little wild. So let us quickly just go over this. This is for funsies, okay? We're not here to accuse anyone of anything. AB and Lena might see this and be like, why is he talking about us and our dog? It's just in good fun, right? The clips are
now by far and away the
in this video I'm going to
relax.
teach you how to stop your dog.
Sorry guys, I'm doing their homework for them. We're going to try to teach them how to stop that little puppy from biting. Okay, I don't need that right now. Let's stick with the puppy stuff and then we will jump to some other stuff. It's the season to be jolly. Yellow, one second. I just gotta find. Just gotta organize a little bit. Everything's a little bit slightly disorganized. Give me a moment, please. Oh, this thing right here. Okay. So there's a bunch of videos, and I haven't seen all of them. So anyways, let's get to AB and Lena. AB, so as you guys know, a few months ago, AB surprised Lena with a puppy. It was actually in a video where they were talking about me, if I remember correctly. It was AB sitting in a bathtub talking about me. It was the whole Lebanon thing. And the beef, my beef with AB, I can't remember what it was about exactly, but he was talking about me. He was in the bathtub. He was clearing the air. And I remember at the end of that video, he presented Lena with a puppy. It was like they premiered Rocky, who's essentially a content dog. He was first introduced as content. So
I know this video.
Surprise for Lena. So this is little Rocky. And look, he's an adorable little dog. I don't know what, I'm not good with dogs. Like, I don't know dog breeds and stuff. The cute little puppy.
In some weird way. He's super cute. And he's the reason I'm recording this in a bathtub right now, because he is attached to me and it's super cute. But I bet you he's outside the door right now, actually. Let's check.
I mean, look at this cute little guy. He is very cute. He's very tiny. Oh, I mean, he's so small, man. Like, he feels so brittle. And again, I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he's just like a puppy, if he's a few months old or like a year old and they adopted him. I have no idea.
Lena is about to come home and I'm about to surprise her.
Hey. I mean, certainly adorable little guy.
I don't know why I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
No way.
That's your puppy. Yeah.
Knowing how much of like a crazy little bastard that dog is now after seeing those clips, just seeing him walk around right now is just kind of funny to me. And like they don't know, like she doesn't know what they have just yet. They're like, oh, he's a cute little puppy. It's like, oh, just wait, he's gonna go crazy.
Amy, are you kidding me? Oh my god, this doesn't feel real.
He may be a little wet, just give him a little pad.
Oh my god, that's okay. This is really mine.
It's yours.
I mean, look, it's very cute. It's a sweet moment. It's a nice little surprise. I'm not trying to be extra weird here. Just it's just the premiere of the dog. Okay, this is because I remember seeing this and reacting to this like, oh shit, like because he was again talking about me in this video. I don't usually watch AB's videos, so fast. This was how many months ago? This was 7 months ago. So they've had this puppy for 7 months. Rocky the puppy, and I believe Rocky, they bring him onto the H3 set from time to time. They bring him on, right? And he's there sometimes. So I saw this clip and I was like, holy shit. So this is from Gato Fumador. It says H3 crew member AB Ayad appears to be copying his boss Ethan Klein by raising his small dog to randomly bite people. So let's see little Rocky 7 months later.
He loves to see the sights. Oh my god, do you guys see him? You're a little feisty. He a little feisty.
Hey, Lena.
Oh shit. Okay, but like, look, I mean, okay, but look. So for example, she's already noticing that she's saying he's a little feisty. He's a little feisty. So she notices that the dog, that little Rocky, doesn't like being held in that position. Clearly, he's unhappy. So at this point, I would say maybe it's a little like she's not taunting him, but like he's clearly uncomfortable. He's unhappy. So the bite shouldn't be that much of a surprise in this case.
Jesus Christ, you made me fucking swerve off the road.
Oh my god, do you guys see him? You're a little feisty.
So he can. He's already like showing his teeth, kind of that he's like angry. Like yeah, he's like.
Oh my god, do you guys see him?
He's like kind of growling. Interesting. Do you guys see him? He's kind of feisty. He's kind of feisty. So I mean, in that case, you're kind of asking for it.
You're a little feisty. He a little feisty.
Hey, Lena, Jesus Christ, you made me fucking swerve off the road. God damn it. You okay?
Yeah, he didn't bite me.
Jesus, that woke me up. Trips.
I mean, shit. So, I mean, look, and I look, AB hates me. I think AB's pinned tweet is a video like making fun of me or something. But like he's kind of right in that to say, look, the dude's trying to drive, and you're taunting the dog, and then the dog is gonna bite you, obviously, and then you're like screaming out because obviously he's gonna scream. The dog is biting. It's scary or whatever, you know. It's startling. The guy's gonna. You gotta let the man drive, okay? Let the man drive. Again, we're gonna talk about why this might be happening and stuff like that. Like, if has the dog been through some trauma? Is it something that they're doing wrong? Does it need some kind of training or whatever? I have a couple of videos loaded up that we can watch together.
Okay?
Yeah, he didn't bite me.
Jesus, that woke me up. Trips.
Rocky, no.
Wait, was he like sleeping? Like maybe he was having a nightmare in that case or something. He seems like he's sleeping.
Rocky, no. No.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's happening because I'm not a dog expert. Maybe I'll put this out there. I'm also not the best. Like, I think I'm a great cat dad. I love my cats. I take great care of them. I think I can obviously do better and learn just like anyone can. But I have a thing where I'm not very assertive with my cats. Like Nata has a thing. She's adorable. She's the sweetest little girl. But Nata can like flip on a dime and like bite you. But I kind of know when to expect it. And I kind of know that she has trauma. Like when I adopted Nata, she was really small and she would get bullied a lot in the boxing gym where I trained. She would get bullied by a lot of cats and get chased around the gym. So she would spend a lot of her time hiding underneath the treadmill. And then anytime I would go to the gym, she would come out from under the treadmill, sit in my bag and like hide in my bag and just sleep there. And that's why like my coach was like, you got to adopt her. You have to adopt her. So she does have some trauma in her past. So now sometimes whenever she feels exposed, like I know the way, if she's sitting in a certain position where she's like laying down like a croissant, when she's shaped like a croissant and facing like away from me or towards me, I kind of know not to pet her because I think she feels vulnerable or exposed the way she's sitting. So she's more likely to strike or something like that. But I'd be petting her and like randomly she'll like quickly spin around and like bite my hand or something and scratch, not in a playing way, like in a kind of painful way. And the best I can do is be like, no, don't do that. Like, no, try to be loud, try to be assertive on the spot. But like beyond that, I don't know what to do. And I'm not always very assertive. And like Demi's constantly telling me to be more assertive with the cats. Not like to yell at them or anything, but like just to, you know, assert my dominance. I'm just like, they're just like tiny. And I'm like, but they're so cute. Like, no, don't do it. I tend to be too nice with my pets. I'm not the best at like disciplining them. And when I say disciplining, I don't mean like hitting or being an asshole to my pet. But I'm very like forgiving. I'm very easygoing. And I think maybe they also have a similar problem. Noxolato sends $2. Thank you, Noxolato. And says, AB and Lena are irresponsible pet owners, in my opinion. I mean, look, there's definitely some signs of them doing some things that isn't recommended. It was irresponsible of her to like hold Rocky. And clearly she can see he's unhappy. Yet she keeps taunting him, keeping him in that position where he maybe feels vulnerable. Maybe he feels like he's just not comfortable. And she'd be like, look, he's getting feisty. In that case, yeah, that was pretty irresponsible. Sunflower Dragon sends a $10 dono. Thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon, for the generous dono. It says, that dog gave her every indication that he was unhappy. You can't treat dogs like stuffed animals. I fostered 4 last year and adopted 2. Something tells me there's not a lot of training or structure. Yves Gibran, 7274, just became a member. Thank you so much, Eve, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. And yes, Sunflower Dragon, I get what you mean. Her holding the dog like that at first does seem like it's a bit irresponsible, and she is kind of treating it like a stuffed animal in that case, especially when the dog is clearly vocalizing. And I'm not a fucking dog expert, and I'm not trying here to lecture them. They've only had that dog for 7 months. They can still train him. I'm sure they love the dog. I'm not here to accuse anyone of anything extreme. It's just a very funny clip, genuinely. But this is right here, like, this seems to me like the dog was maybe having a nightmare. This seems maybe like trauma-induced, some kind of trauma. Because this seems completely unprovoked. I haven't seen the full clip. I don't know what was preceding this.
No. No. Hey.
Oh, shit.
Rocky.
So now he's attacking her. Okay.
Hey.
So that's bad. Clearly, the dog has an issue biting, and they haven't trained him properly to not bite. And I have a couple of videos loaded up for AB and Lena to watch. We're going to watch them together. How to stop a dog from biting. I hope I can learn something from my own cat, because Nata doesn't bite always, but like once she is done with you petting her, or if you pet her somewhere where she doesn't want to be pet, she's very quick and she can bite or scratch, which is, I'm fine. I'm an adult. I can handle it. But like if she's ever around kids or something, I want everyone to feel safe around her. And just like them, AB and Lena have a lot of nieces and nephews and stuff. They go to, you know what I mean? Like they're going to want everyone to be safe around the dog. And I understand that.
Cute little Satan squad.
Okay, so out of the blue, he's just biting them out of the blue. That is kind of, that's crazy. And I don't mean the dog is crazy, but like that is, something is wrong there. There needs to be some kind of training or something is not normal. And I think they've not taken it very seriously. Like, oh, he's just cute. It's just Rocky. He bites. But like, no, I think this needs to be addressed by a professional. You know, they've just been like, hey, it's fine. It's Rocky being Rocky. But no, that's not safe. Especially if there's kids around or anything like that. And like in America, like the government is super serious about this stuff. Like if a dog bites someone in public in the States, like they'll make, like I've seen that in movies, right? Like we're going to have to put down the dog or something. Like you don't want the dog to do anything publicly to like someone, if there's like a little kid in the park and the dog accidentally bites the kid, and then I don't know what the laws are, but like Americans don't fuck with dogs that bite people. I know that. Like, let's take them to the pound and put them down. They love putting down animals. Like I watch my Cat from Hell with Jackson Galaxy on YouTube, and like if we can't help this cat, we're gonna have to put him down. I'm like, why? Why is the choice always like either he stops biting or we kill it? Like there are other choices. So just like they have to take this seriously because the pet can be put down or something. Isn't that like fucked up? So they should be able to. Oh, we got Eric4729 sends 14 sec as a super sticker. Thank you so much. What a cute little. It's a cute little doggy. It's a cute little dog.
Rocky, no.
Oh fuck! Did he bit his butt? Why are you streaming at yourself sleeping, man? Come on, AB. So just randomly. Okay. So I'm trying to see. So, okay, so sometimes he's biting unprovoked. So sometimes, okay, at first when Lena was holding him and he was annoyed, he bit. We understand that. Now he's biting unprovoked. So maybe he doesn't feel safe. Maybe he feels like, and I'm not saying that AB and Lena don't make the dog feel safe. Maybe he's been through something in his life or something. He needs special kind of treatment. Specific kind of a specific kind of condition. Like maybe they're treating this dog like they treated another dog that they had in the past, but maybe that specific kind of treatment doesn't work for this dog. Maybe this dog needs a specific kind of care or attention because they're just different. Not all humans are different. Everyone's got trauma. Everyone reacts or responds to something differently. Same thing for dogs. So this puppy, poor little adorable little dog, by the way, I hope wish the best for that little puppy. Sunflower Dragon sends $5 and says, no, that dog is the one in charge of that family. He doesn't trust either of them to lead. Happens a lot with small dogs. People treat them like toys. So I'm not... Sunflower, do you have a small dog? Because I know you fostered a lot of dogs. Do you have a small dog yourself? Like, because you seem to know what you're talking about. So I want to hear what you're saying. So yeah, so he feels like they're not... He doesn't trust either of them to lead. That's why you feel like he's trying to take the lead. Maybe. Someone say maybe he needs to play. Like maybe they're not playing enough with the dog. Maybe they're not playing enough with the dog, so he's letting it out at random times. Like I'm just trying to understand why he's biting unprovoked.
No. Waffle House is one of.
And look, I mean, AB's tried. He's saying no. He's trying to say no right as soon as it happens. That's what I do with my cats, but I don't think that's enough in this case. I think he needs some more active training or something to stop biting.
Rocky, no. Waffle House is one of the world's leading server of eggs, so why don't we talk about them first? All of our egg breakfasts.
Oh shit! Again. So I'm reading some of the chat. So Pigeon says, when I worked at a vet, working with small dogs was always the worst. Irene the Dream says, I think the dog had a traumatic experience, probably being around all those other dogs at the studio, and he's on edge 24/7. Also, if they tire him out, his behavior will be better. Ooh, that is a good point. He is, because they do take Rocky to set. Now, I don't know if they sit him next to the other dogs. I don't know if he's, like, bullied by the other dogs. There's some big dogs on the H3 set. Maybe that could be it. Maybe something in his past, if he was adopted and he had a life somewhere else. Maybe he's had a bad experience somewhere that makes him a bit aggressive, not too trusting. And I do know that small dogs tend to bite and tend to act more aggressive to overcompensate for being small, right? They see these massive animals. Their only deterrence is to, like, try to growl and to bark and try to seem loud, but like there's the expression, barking dog seldom bite. Small dogs bark and they try to like intimidate other animals with their bark, but once you get close, they usually don't bite, you know, especially if they're trained well. They'll kind of relinquish. It's just posturing. It's just trying to making up for the fact that like they're tiny. These other dogs are massive, so like if I bite really loud, if I bark really loud, I can assert my dominance and like not be fucked with. So that definitely that's why small dogs usually bark and are louder, because they're small and it's a defense mechanism, right? But like the randomly biting, that's the problem.
Rocky, no. Waffle House is one of the world's leading server of eggs, so why don't we talk about them first? All of our egg breakfasts are automatically
yeah, that's
served
freaky, man. So
with white toast.
Jesus, scared the fuck out of me.
So their response, look, again, I haven't seen the whole clip. I don't know if right after that happened, they grabbed Rocky and they tried to like discipline him somehow, explain like, no, you don't bite. And they tried to follow some kind of procedure, but they're just like, oh shit, he bit me. They let him go, or they say no. That's not working. He needs more training. He might have to work with a trainer or something. Brad 6738 sends $5. Thank you so much, Brad, and says, I'm sorry, but the way Lena holds the dog, she's treating him like a toy. Animals are not toys. That also could be a part of it. It does seem like Far Twain also sends $5. Thank you so much, Far Twain. It says, sorry, but I'm on Rocky's side. Maybe he knows the Ayads are Zionists. Rocky, our pro-Palestine king. Yeah, maybe Rocky does not enjoy H3's content. Maybe that is what's happening. But I do think maybe they are holding the dog in a way that he doesn't like to be held, which happens. Sometimes I hold my cats in ways that they don't like to be held. Usually I try to like at least hold them by the butt and like this. Sometimes some people hold cats like babies and you're not supposed to, but some people say you are supposed to. It's very confusing. But I've held my cats in ways that they don't like, and I've paid the price for it. Once I was holding Maki in a weird way. He jumped off. He pushed his way out of my hands with his back legs, and he like scratched the living fuck out of my hand while he did that because I was holding him irresponsibly. I was trying to hold him like a suitcase, like a briefcase, like this, and putting his backside here, and it just made him uncomfortable. He didn't like it. So I paid the price by getting scratched. He didn't mean to hurt me. He was just jumping off, and I got cut in the process. But yeah, I learned never to hold him like that again. So if it's just a matter, it's got to be a combination of things. Maybe it's the way he's being held. He's got to be trained better. Someone mentioned that like he doesn't feel like they're the lead. Irene was mentioning that they don't feel like he is. Not Irene. Sorry. Who said that? Sunflower Dragon said that he doesn't feel that they are like the heads of the house. So he feels like, she said, no, that dog is the one in charge of that family. He doesn't trust either of them to lead. So that might be it as well. Maybe it's trauma. I really don't know, but they do seem like they're a bit too lax. They're not being assertive. And once he bites, and I'm not saying they need to hit him to teach him a lesson, of course, but they have to work with professional, I think, to get this figured out. Okay, so here AB is like taunting him. I think it's on mute.
No.
So that's horrible. Hey, yo, AB, what are you doing here? So now he's like showing. AB, come on, man. I'm just trying to give friendly advice right now, man. Don't do that. And you're streaming this. You're showing this to the public. You're putting out evidence. Like, what is this? No, don't do that.
Jesus, scared the fuck out of me.
So he's holding the pup, and he's like sticking his finger in the pup's mouth. And he's like, look at this. So you're taunting him now. You're taunting him. I'm sorry. You're taunting the dog. Some clips, the dog is like randomly biting you guys. I get that. There's got to be a reason for it as well. There's got to be an explanation. But right now, you're literally sticking your finger in his mouth and being like, hey, and holding him like a stuffed animal and being like, hey, look at what I'm doing with my pet. Look at how he's biting. You're enforcing a bad habit. You're reinforcing a very bad habit right now. That is not good. What are we doing here? Yeah, you can't. Like, you're asking the dog to bite you right now. So when he bites you later, you can't be surprised.
No. No.
What do you mean no? No. AB, that's not how training works, man. AB, come on, dude. You can't stick your finger in a dog's mouth and be like, bite, bite, bite. And then when he does the thing that you're making him do, then you go like, no, that is so confusing for the dog. Like, what did he learn? What did Rocky just learn right now? You just confused the living fuck out of him and me. What are you doing? You can't do this, man. It's so confusing. It's like, bite me. Hey, you bit me. No. It's so confusing for the dog. That's so weird. Sunflower Dragon with another $10 dono. Thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon. Says, I have too many Australian Shepherds. One is deaf and blind. As puppies, they need to be on a schedule. I took them both to puppy training, and it's ongoing. He hates being swung around like she is doing. I'm sure they're going to have... Someone's going to point it out to them. They're not carrying the dog the way he likes to be held, for sure. Sita Down Under with another 5 gifted. Holy shit, Sita Down Under. You're going crazy. We've got 40 new members today. Sita already gifted 20 members earlier and made a massive $50 donation. Sita Down Under, that's too generous. That's too kind. You 40 new members today, and big part of that is thanks to you. Far Twain with a $2 dono says, bite me. Ow, don't bite me. AB, such an idiot. Look, I agree that what he's doing is pretty messed up right now. Like, it's very confusing for the dog.
Fuck, Rock. That one fucking...
AB, you can't say fuck, that one hurt. You literally it's like me sticking my finger in my cat's mouth and then biting me and being like, ow, you hurt me. Why did you hurt me? Why did you stick your finger in the dog's mouth.
Ooh, I was trying to show chat, but damn, Rock. No.
AB, you saying no right now does nothing because you literally, he did what you wanted him to do. So this is just confusing for the dog. And the next time you say no, it's not gonna make any sense.
No, don't lick now. Bastard.
Oh, again, look, I'm not a dog expert. I don't know if this is the way to hold the dog, but like if this is a wrong way to hold him, this is also part of the reason why he might be annoyed.
Ah, he got me good. You're encouraging the behavior by engaging with it? Fuck you! Don't keep my dog's name out your fucking mouth.
But AB, they're being right. Your chat is right. Literally, they're telling you.
You're encouraging the behavior by engaging with it? Fuck you!
You're engaging. Yeah, you're encouraging the behavior by engaging. Exactly. Your chatter's right. Don't tell your chatter to fuck off. I'm sure he's joking, but like, come on, man.
Don't keep my dog's name out your fucking mouth. Fucking the hater who I've been toying with in chat's gonna talk to me about the dog now. I was trying to get a good view for you guys so you can see his little goblin mode. But yeah, I'm bleeding. He got me pretty good.
God damn, bleeding? It's not goblin mode. You can't. It's not goblin mode. This isn't. It's not Ethan on a podcast. Your dog is like traumatized and like expressing deep anger and deep like unhappiness or something. And I'm not saying they're bad pet owners or that they can't be good pet owners. We're all learning. It's a constant learning experience. Every day I learn something new with these two bastards that I have in my house. You little crazies. You little crazy bastards. I got Lamaki taking a little nap over there. Let me try to show you real quick. Little nap right there. Little Maku. Little Maku. We learn every day with these little fur babies. Maki just had a thing on his neck, and I took him, and I'm giving him cortisone pills for 7 days because he had a little thing on his neck, and I got a little Natuti here. Maybe I'm not supposed to carry her a certain way. Sometimes when I carry her, like to show you not that maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Maybe this is stressful for her, but she seems to be okay with it, right? You okay with it? No. Go down. Maybe this is annoying to her, and I should know that. And people can tell me in the chat, like, hey, don't hold your cat like that. They don't like it, and I'll do my best not to do that. You know what I mean? Sunflower Dragon with another $5 donor. Thank you so much, Sunflower Dragon. It says, I work with a huge rescue. This is bad dog ownership, full stop. He will draw blood one day, and it'll be their fault. He's not a happy, balanced dog. Well, he already drew AB's blood. What's scary is that she's saying, I'm saying they're bad dog owners. Now, I hear you, Sunflower. The problem is he already drew AB's blood, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but like let me look like at the law in California. Like if a dog bites someone in public, what happens? Like does the dog have to be put down, or like what happens? What happens in California if a dog bites someone in public? The owner is typically strictly liable, meaning they're responsible for damages regardless of past behavior. The bite must be reported to animal control. The dog quarantined for rabies, and the owner faces potential fines for fleeing. With the victims able to sue for compensation. What happens to the dog? Consequences for the dog depending on severity. First bite, if it's a minor injury, usually just quarantine and the owner being liable. Second bite / attack can trigger a hearing where officials may declare the dog dangerous, requiring confinement, muzzling, or destruction. Trained attack dog, a single bite can lead to a hearing and potential. Okay, so if Rocky attacks someone twice in California, there is a potential that like someone might try to get their dog like put down, which it is a serious fucking situation. You can't have a dog walking around biting people. Like, I'm sorry, dude. And don't snap at your audience that's watching you, man, when they're telling you that you're engaging with bad behavior.
What did he eat? I don't know what.
Bad Pierogi has gifted another Do Not Worry membership. Thank you so much, Bad Pierogi. We got 41 new members today. You guys are crazy.
I couldn't see it. I don't know.
Okay, so that's pretty crazy. I think so. This person, Yap Zaddy, has been going back and forth. I think with AB, we're posting some clips, and I think a lot of those were in the montage that we saw. So I don't think we need to rewatch these. He says H3 fans say this is normal dog behavior. I guess they learned it from Ethan Klein, whose dogs are famous for pissing, shitting, barking, and biting. Turns out there's a lot more clips of their dog attacking them.
I thought I just heard her say little dogs hate Muslims. I thought I just heard her say little dogs hate Muslims. Muzzles. I said muzzles. I was reading out chat.
I thought you said Muslims at first.
Oh, really? Cute little Satan squad.
Oh shit,
I just...
dude! It's so like it's out of nowhere. So yeah, I don't know what this is, man. I think there's a couple other clips. Let me see if I can find anything. Oh, so AB, I guess, saw some people criticizing him on Twitter. He replied to Yap Zaddy and said, "Look at these losers, Lamau. They are so sad the show is on break and have nothing to watch." I mean, look, it's the holidays. The content is slow. Like, news is slow to begin with. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Everybody's chilling at home. Everybody's waiting for New Year's now. But this is a fun little topic to talk about. And, like, don't take it that seriously. Like, it's what's happening is kind of, like, it's funny because, like, it's such a small dog and it's, like, just, like, freaking out at people. But, like, it's also sad for the dog in a sense. But, like, it's all solvable. It's all solvable.
Oh my God, do you guys see him?
Is this the same montage? Yeah, this is the same montage right here. So I'm just making sure. I guess we've seen all the clips.
He's my dog. I know what's best for him. I know I love, you know what I mean? Like, he's safe with us. Everything's good. It's just, it's not even open for debate. That's it. I don't care what they have to say.
What are they saying?
Because, like, he's my dog. I know what's best for him. I know I love, you know what I mean? Like, he's safe with us. Everything's good. It's just, it's not even open for debate. That's it. I don't care what they have to say.
That's the thing. And it was funny too, like with that person earlier in chat, they were running through all their cards of what they, of all the snark talking points.
Yeah.
Of saying, I'm from the streets, this is that. Le'ede, bro.
Oh, he said Le'ede. Yo, that's funny. Le'ede means like my dick or something. You're learning. AB, I'm so glad you're watching the show. But this has nothing to do with snark right now, man. Just even some of your fans were telling you, like, in the chat, weren't they? Oh, we got little Nata appearance. Look at little Nata. Little dainty Natuti. Oh, she's gonna go attack Maki? Wait, let's see. Oh, don't attack. Be nice. Stop it. Maki has like a little thing on his neck, so I don't want, she's like licking that area exclusively. So I want to put some cream on there in a bit. So Natuti, very sweet of you. Normally when she licks, she goes for the bite right there. She licks as a primer and then she bites Maki, especially when he's comfortable. But it's very cute. Very cute. Sorry, I just had to get, I don't want her to lick that area too much. It's under, it's being healed up. But anyways, AB, I respect the Le'ede, but I don't make this about snark right now, please. It really makes no sense. Okay, I think I need to catch up on some super chatters. Brat 6738 with another $5 donut. Thank you so much, Brad. He says, why are they driving with their pet on the center console? Yeah, I don't know. That's probably not the best thing to do. Eric 4729 with another 14 sec super sticker, this time with a little black cat. Very cute super sticker. Thank you so much. And Ator sends 100 ARS and says, of course it's funny, but I'm grateful it's a small dog and not a big one like the one Ethan Klein just adopted. Let's be honest, it's very common for people not to know how to care for dogs. And that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be like just understanding, because I know raising animals is like a learning thing. I don't know if any of them have had dogs before. Okay. you can, these are just bad habits that they have that they can get out of, but like not at the expense of the dog. And like, you guys are live streaming all this. Like, you're the ones who are looking bad and arguing with your chat right now. Be like, it's our dog, we know what to do, while he's biting you. You're like, we know what to do. Like, it's not working out great. So just, the dog just needs training. No one's telling you to give up the dog. No one's telling you that someone should come and take your dog away. None of that. But like, you guys live in America, man. Okay, like, where a dog bite, literally, like, the government will try to take your dog away from you and maybe like put it down. So just make sure the dog is trained so that he's happier at home. You'll be happier. You're not gonna get attacked, and he's not gonna attack anyone randomly on the streets. And then you're not gonna have to deal with any of that horrible stuff. You know what I mean? And another super sticker from Eric, another black cat. Thank you so much. So,
Rocky, enough. That's normal. That's like puppy behavior, you guys.
I mean, that being said, this guy doesn't get his shit together, but...
Yeah. But also, like, this is my first time doing this. I've never had a pet before. Because, like, he's my dog.
I don't think it's normal puppy behavior. No, they're saying it's normal puppy behavior. Like, nibbling is normal puppy behavior when they're first, like, getting their teeth and they're teething and they're, like, figuring out how hard they can bite you. Like, yeah, that's normal. Not like growling and, like, biting you out of the blue. That's not normal. Come on. They know that. They should know that at least. So here's another clip. Here's AB blaming it on the snarkers.
I swear the snarkers fucking cursed me with their dog.
I think it's very low, the volume.
And initially I was like, I wasn't going to say anything, but then I'm like, well, you know what? Fuck it. There's nothing to hide. But yeah, we were downtown the other day and Rocky fucking hurt his paw. So yeah, yesterday we didn't stream because we took a... I swear the snarkers fucking cursed me.
The snarkers cursed me?
With their dog bullshit. And initially I was like, I wasn't going to say anything, but then I'm like, well, you know what? Fuck it. There's nothing to hide. But yeah, we were downtown the other day and Rocky fucking hurt his paw. So yeah, yesterday we didn't stream because we took him to the vet. He's okay. He just has a wrap on his leg. He stepped in glass and he hurt his paw.
Oh, he stepped on... Oh, that sucks, man. Why? He stepped on glass and hurt his paw. Salemto la little Rocky. That's very sad to hear. He's got a little bandage on his little paw. He's so small, man. I know my cat once, like, there was a cat that, like, took a nap on, like, broken glass. There was, like, broken glass from somewhere in the street. It was a street cat, and we're, like, feeding him. And he kept laying down on the broken glass, like, get off the glass. They don't understand. They don't understand, man. They don't understand. But again, like, you guys just got to be extra careful. You guys, an extra small dog. Just be extra careful, guys, okay? Salimto. I hope he's doing well. Presley Peggy says, how's Demi's cat doing? Much better. Presley, much better. Thank you for asking. She's doing much better. She's a very strong, little badass cat, to be honest with you. Survived a coyote attack. She's doing much better. She's very strong, and Demi's been taking amazing care of her, cleaning that injury and like helping her rehabilitate her for the past 3 weeks. It's been crazy. Clara, who's been a member for 1 month, says she's used to taking abuse from Ethan and Hila. Listen, no comment there. I don't like how Ethan and Hila make Lena pick up dog shit on their podcast. I've said that before and I'll say it again. And especially that she has to like crouch and go on camera and like hide so that she doesn't appear in the frame or something. Like, it's like, I'm sorry. Either train the dogs to poop outside, put them on the side. Don't make someone look after your dogs like on camera on a podcast. I just think that's kind of fucked up. Brat with another $5 dono. Thank you so much, Brat. Says AB looks faded in the driving clip, glassy eyes, slurred speech. Listen, I'm not here to accuse anyone of doing or being on anything. Honk Big says snarker derangement syndrome. Yes, it's kind of a at this point it is snarker derangement syndrome.
And yesterday,
thank you for the dono, Honk Big.
It was fucking terrifying for us. We immediately took him to the vet. And it cost like $2,000. I mean, whatever, who cares about the price, but
$2,000? Did he almost say it cost $2,000 to like, dude, that's, man, yeah, I can never complain about vet prices here in Lebanon, man. Like last time I paid $90 to get like Maki scanned and like a bunch of things, like, you know, like $90. And he spent $2,000 for like For stitches for little puppy paw? Dude, yeah, that's a fucking... The healthcare system in America is broken for humans and animals. $2,000? Holy shit, man. I've had my cats for a year at this point, and they haven't cost me $2,000 in anything, in food or whatever. That's crazy. Yeah, that's why you got to get pet insurance in America, man. You can't not have pet insurance. What are you doing?
Yeah, they fucking hexed us, man. He's okay though.
Okay, we're not. He's making it seem like people are hexing him or something. You just got to take better care of your dogs. Okay, let's see. This is a little article that I found, AB and Lena. You guys should be. I'm hoping you guys are doing this research yourselves or are talking to a professional. But if you're not, and I know you're going to be watching this, here, let's learn together. Fact or fiction? Why are small dogs so aggressive? Small dogs are often perceived as more aggressive than larger dogs. Learn which breeds are more likely to bargain bite and why. And don't worry, guys. I'm not just blaming it on small dogs. We have how to stop puppy biting instantly and puppy training, how to stop puppy biting guaranteed. Because I do know it is definitely, it's got to be, maybe it's trauma, but there is a lack of training in there. We saw it with our own eyes, how they're holding the dog, AB sticking his finger in the dog's mouth, being like, hey, bite me, bite me. So, but first, let's just learn a little bit about small dogs real quick. Dogs are still the most popular pet in the U.S., blah, blah, blah. Most aggressive dog breeds. A 2021 study conducted by the University Helsinki and published in Scientific Reports looked into the factors contributing to aggressive behavior or lack of such behavior in more than 9,200 purebred dogs. The researchers found that small dogs indeed have significantly higher odds of aggression compared to their medium and large counterparts. The second and third most aggressive breed on their list, miniature poodles and miniature schnauzers. Labrador retrievers and golden retrievers, on the other hand, were found to be the least aggressive. So yeah, it looks like small dogs are aggressive. So why are small dogs aggressive? But hey, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, right? Surely there's a reason why these pint-sized pets are willing to bark and bite to be seen as top dog. Blame the parents. We're all a product of our upbringing, and our parents are no different. So if you're the less than proud owner of a difficult small dog, it might be time to reconsider your training chops. Of course, you aren't alone. So there we go. It starts with the parents. It starts with how the pet is raised. So definitely, AB and Lena, it's not normal puppy behavior. You can't just be like, it's just normal pet behavior. It's not. You're going to have to do a little bit of work. There's going to be a little bit of training that's going to have to be done, okay? Researchers say that pet parents of smaller breeds tend to be more lenient when correcting bad behavior. After all, it's way cuter when a 5-pound Chihuahua jumps all over a guest than when a 75-pound German Shepherd attempts to do the same. That's such a good point. That's such a good point. The fact that he's so small and cute, they're like, it's not really doing harm to anyone. Like, it's not really, I'm not going to bleed. It's just a little bite. He's so cute. Look at him. No, Rocky, don't bite. And they leave it at that. Whereas if Rocky was a massive dog jumping on people, they'll be like, hey, what the fuck? Stop. They're going to hold him back and they're going to take it more seriously because the dog is going to seem like much more of a threat to them and to their potential guests, right? So the fact that he's a tiny little dog, it lulls them into safety. It creates this false sense of like, hey, it's fine. He's not going to hurt anyone. So the fact that you have a small, cute dog is making you guys think that it's fine, but it's not. Researchers say, so yeah, that makes sense. As a result, smaller breeds on average tend to have fewer social skills and be less obedient in general because they're being trained less, and they're not being disciplined as much in their genes. Now imagine that generation after generation of our little companions receive the same insufficient training. Somewhere in the middle of the nature versus nurture argument, some researchers argue that modern day small dogs are so aggressive because for millennia, humans simply didn't bother to breed these bad behaviors out of them during domestication. Okay, that's also an interesting point. So maybe because there's been such a long history of people not training their small dogs, them being aggressive has become a trait of theirs. It's become like actually part of like being a small dog. That's kind of crazy. I don't know how accurate that is. This is from, it seems seemingly Discover magazine. Seems pretty legit. But that is I never thought of that. Lending credence to this line of reasoning is a 2016 study published by BMC Genomics, which mapped the genomes of several hundred dog breeds in search of genetic indicators as fears and aggression. Of fear and aggression. Sure enough, among their findings was a link between aggression and a growth factor gene that gives small dogs their miniature stature. Scared silly. Perhaps the most obvious reason pint-sized pups are more likely to lash out, however, is that they are more vulnerable than bigger dogs and therefore have more to be fearful of. As a result, they're quicker to go on the defense. And exactly, and we said that at the beginning. It's a defense mechanism. They're scared. They see all these bigger animals. They feel outsized and outmatched by many of the things that are living around them. So they have to be more aggressive. They have to front. They have to act like they're ready to fucking attack you, so you leave them alone and you don't threaten them. So that makes sense. That is the most obvious thing, I think. The same 2021 University of Helsinki study from above also found that highly fearful dogs have over 5 times higher odds of aggressive behavior than non-fearful dogs. So yeah, their dog is clearly afraid of something. He's afraid of something. Is he afraid of his owners? I don't think so, but like he doesn't feel safe. Like one of the clips, Lena was like putting her arm like around the dog. She was trying to like grab something from behind him, and like he seemed to like lash out or something. So again, I don't know how much that has to do with it. Yeah, like the stream, everyone. Shiman Saji says, like the stream. If you're watching live, click that like button. Some of these behaviors can be reduced by keeping your dog away from problematic situations and environments, or by consistently reinforcing good behaviors with rewards. But because of the special dangers that canine aggression causes, VCA animal hospitals recommend meeting with a veterinarian or even a board-certified veterinary behaviorist as a first step. I do agree. I think, look, Rocky is still young. They've had him for 7 months. So depending on how old he was when they adopted him, it's not too late. Okay? So this guy, Will Atherton Canine Training, he has over 1 million subscribers. He has a video, how to stop puppy biting instantly. So this is something that they should probably watch and just try to apply. Let's watch it together. And let's see what the guy has to say. Real quick. Ator sends 100 ARS and says, it's a stupid attitude too. We live in a world where you have access to information at the speed of your internet. Ignorance shouldn't be an excuse. Let's pray AB. Don't give it human food. I know, right? But like, yeah, exactly. Like, you have the internet, man. The internet is such a great resource. You guys can learn everything you need to know about your pet and how to help him online. And obviously, it's better to work with a professional if it feels overwhelming and you don't feel qualified to do it. Hey, I don't know how to stop Mata from biting. I don't know how to do it, and I feel like I'm not assertive enough when I'm training her, when I'm trying to stop them from developing bad habits. Her and Maki, I let them run around on like kitchen counters and stuff. I shouldn't, and I try to be assertive, but I'm not. So I know there's room for me to improve in raising my cats. So AB and Lena, there's room for you guys to improve in training Rocky. Okay, so just take the criticism and grow from it.
Now, by far and away, the biggest concern that people have when they're raising and training their brand new puppies is how to stop puppy biting. It can be
One sec, this is way too loud.
Incredibly infuriating, and it can be pretty painful. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the biggest concern that people have when they're raising and training their brand new puppies is how to stop puppy biting. It can be incredibly infuriating, and it can be pretty painful. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can address it and get past this stage incredibly quickly. And you can follow along live as I do it with these two little guys today. Now, before I show you exactly how we fix this puppy biting, I have to talk about ways that don't work. And if these things did work, there'd be no puppies in the world biting people. But it is the single most requested problem behavior with puppies. And that is to simply ignore the behavior and think that it's going to go away. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. If it did work, that is why.
That's kind of what AB and Lena are doing. They're kind of ignoring it. I mean, like, it's normal puppy behavior, or they're saying no, don't bite. That's what AB is doing right after the bite is happening. And I don't think that's enough. So they're either ignoring it or not doing enough. And I'm sure the no is part of it. You know, you have to say no and like kind of reinforce and kind of be stern, but like there's got to be something else. Or like the article said, you have to reinforce good behavior.
Would suggest that you do, but we have to have an ability to communicate to our dogs what is acceptable and what isn't. So ignoring the behavior doesn't work. Nor should you squeal and pretend that you're a puppy mate or a litter mate and let them know that they've hurt you. When it comes to the wider success of having a puppy, you have to be able to communicate to them that you are their loving leader. And I'll ask you the question, do you think when these guys have been nipping and chewing on their mothers would squeal and ignore the behavior and hope that they learn not to? It's not what they would do. We have to be able to communicate to them effectively from a place of love, kindness and empathy to set these guys up for success, because the last thing you want is these adorable little puppies turning into adult dogs that still mouth, chew and bite, and it happens every single day. So with you guys, let's stop that from happening.
Yeah, it'll stop being cute when they're older. It's already kind of scary, to be honest with you. Like, he's a tiny adorable little dog, but like when he growls and like bites, it's kind of freaky. And when he's an adult, like, you don't want that, and you don't want him to get to a point where he's untrainable and you can't break that habit
right now. And the way that we're going to address this behavior, and the way that I've helped thousands of people achieve massive success with puppy biting is following my methodology of correct, redirect, and reinforce. It's really simple. We correct the undesirable behavior, biting on humans. We let them know that isn't acceptable. We redirect them to what we do want them to chew and let them know that that is acceptable by reinforcing that behavior. So let's start with the correction piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so like they should carry around like a chew toy for him at all times, given that he's biting them randomly in the car or whatever, right? Have something, have a toy, have something that he likes ready to go in your pocket. He's biting, but like the problem is, I think he's talking about like play biting with the puppies, and their situation might be different because like out of the blue, he's just like turning around and biting people aggressively. So I don't know if this is gonna solve their problem. But there's definitely something to learn from this.
Because it's this piece of the puzzle that people have no idea how to effectively implement. So an active correction is what we're going to do when we are imitating what the mother dogs would do. So this little guy is actually being lovely right now, sitting.
These puppies, their fur looks so soft. I just want to pet the living shit out of that puppy. His hair is beautiful.
Nicely and patiently, and I'm going to
Oh my God, they look so soft and cuddly.
Praise this behavior. This black puppy is a little bit feistier. So when he makes a bad decision, I took that away, and I'm waiting for the exact moment that he makes, and that was an active correction. And again, so you see how I startled the puppy? The puppy's clearly not upset. They've gone back to play. So still wants to play, and I want to play with them.
Okay, so what AB is doing is just saying like no and pointing his finger. Maybe you should try something like this, like kind of tapping the dog or like gently pushing him away. You know, I don't know, but like he's got to do more than what he's doing.
So when they're making good decisions like he's doing now, I'm playing with him. He's getting belly rubs, he's getting praise, and he's getting attention. But I don't want to stop there because I'm a loving leader, I'm a balanced leader, and I don't just want to challenge them when they make mistakes. I want to communicate to them what they should be doing instead. So that's where we go to our redirection, but not until we've helped communicate what isn't acceptable first. Now, I'd certainly rather be using a puppy hammer, but we've only got our full-size one. So now I'm bringing a toy into the equation. I'm getting their attention with the toys.
Oh my God, when they make the decision, so cute. Look at that hair. Look at that fluffy hair. It's so soft looking.
To chew on that instead, which they're doing now. Yeah, good, good. Yeah.
Oh my God, I just want to be there and pet them.
They're getting praise and they're getting reward. When they're nibbling and chewing on something that they should be, I'm communicating to them effectively, yes, and then I'm reinforcing this desirable behavior. And with now nothing more than managing those three systems, make the bad decision and chew on me, I'm going to correct that behavior. Once I've achieved that outcome, and then, yes, I'm going to bring a toy into the equation. And our Fenrir hammer has been designed to be an incredibly engaging toy and something that the puppies are going to want to chew on instead. When they make those good decisions, they're going to get rewarded. Bad decision correction.
Oh, so active correcting. So he needs, kind of like he needs to startle them a little bit for them to understand that they did something wrong. Not hurt them, not scare them, a little startled, like, oh, shit, okay, and like readjust. Some people might not like that, so Rave in the chat is saying, nah, I don't like that poke, to be honest, and I understand. Sometimes when someone tells me, like, hey, be more, you have to be more stern with your cat, or like, you have to be more like that, I'm also like, but can I? But you also have to forget, like, these guys are like, they're tanks, like these animals, like a little poke, a little gentle, little like nudge or something. Like these cats jump from like high distances and like they're crazy. Like they're not gonna really feel it. It's weird for you because you're so big and they're so small and they're so cute. You don't want to do anything that seemingly hurts them or harms them in any way, shape, or form. And I cannot relate to that more. Again, just look at these two little fucking. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. Natuti. Natutu. Natuti. Look at this guy right here. Look at these two guys. So cute. They're so innocent. That innocent face. Oh, they're so cute. My little babies. My little babies.
Redirect towards something I do want them to chew on instead, and when they make those better decisions, they get rewarded for doing so. So guys, as you can see, puppy biting just simply isn't something that you have to live with, and you don't have to listen to people that tell you that all you can do is ignore it, or all you can do is squeal and turn your back to it and hope the problem goes away. Address the problem from a place of loving leadership, and you'll build your communication with your dog for a wide variety of other problem behaviors that you may face as well. So enjoy your beautiful new puppies, but don't forget we need to lead our puppies, because leadership is love.
Okay, so I do agree that they probably have not been, and I want to bring it back that, so like Sunflower Dragon said that like their dog Rocky doesn't see them as the leaders, So I think that's what they just need to reestablish. They just need to reestablish like their dominance over Rocky, make sure that they correct bad behavior, but also they have to look like into maybe it's like trauma or something. And I don't know if this training can deal with like previous trauma or anything like that, or any psychological issues that the dog might have. Okay, because he is biting people kind of unprovoked, like in the middle of the night sometimes, or like he just randomly turns and gets like startled. So maybe he has some kind of like fear or something. He needs some kind of like rehabilitation or something, whatever it is. I want the dog to be happy because he's a very adorable little dog. And again, like you can't risk having a dog bite someone in America. Like, I'm sorry, man, they'll put that dog down, and you don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? Just look out for the dog. Here's another video: puppy training, how to stop puppy biting, guaranteed stop biting in seconds. I don't think we need to watch another video, right? But like AB and Lena, there's a lot of resources online. Here's another video: Tom Davis dog training. Okay, he has over 1 million subscribers as well. Puppy training, how to stop puppy biting, guaranteed.
In this video, I'm going to teach you.
There's no excuse to have to let, and you guys are streaming this, like you can't hide this stuff. People are seeing your dog. You're streaming for hours on end. They're clearly gonna be like, you guys aren't fucking doing the right thing to discipline your dog. Like, it's all there for people to see. You know what I mean? And you have like dog experts watching, and like we have someone like right now in the chat, someone who fosters like 4 dogs a month. So you're not going to know more than your audience. There's always going to be a dog expert that knows more than you. Listen to your audience. Use the fact that you have smart people in your chat trying to help you. And you're going to be happier. Rocky's going to be happier. And there's not going to be a chance of anyone laying a hand on your puppy because he, God forbid, bit someone in the street. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I think we're gonna leave it at that. There's a couple of fun little Ethan Klein updates that we can talk about, but we can leave these for another live stream. I'm gonna try to live stream tomorrow so that I can do 2 live streams before New Year's Eve, because New Year's Eve is we're gonna be off. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was very nice to be back. Anytime I take a break, like we streamed a couple times. I did some gaming streams, but those don't feel like real streams. You know what I mean? They're very casual. So thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I really had fun being here with you guys. And thank you so much for all of the memberships today. You guys are crazy gifting memberships. Sita Down Under, Jim, everybody. You guys are incredibly generous. Sunflower Dragon, everybody, all of you. Honk Big, Ators, Yves Jabran, Fart Twain, Brat, Bad Pierogi, Marina, Eric, Dizzle, Jay of the Dead. All you guys are super, super generous. Thank you so much. We got so many new members today. It's going to be a fun member stream. Smash that like button if you haven't yet. We're only at 70 likes, folks, but over 160 of you guys watching. So hit that like button. Thank you for being here tonight. This was a super fun stream. I will see you guys tomorrow night and later in the week for more gaming, for more Dark Souls 2. Make sure to subscribe to Do Not Worry Gaming. I'm serious, guys. Subscribe to that channel. I'm going to re-upload part 1 of Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. Trust me, these the Dark Souls gaming sessions are super fun. You're going to see me getting angry, but with purpose. And I genuinely get better. Like, I'm already way better at Dark Souls than I was. Like, starting Dark Souls 2, I'm way more at ease, way more comfortable than I was ever playing Dark Souls 1. So I can already see myself getting better. It's pretty fucking badass. So join us there for more content. Nata and Maki, they say goodnight. They love you. Rocky, good luck. Allah yahmeek. Hopefully, you get the training that you need, and everything will be fine. And with all that, folks, as always, do not